Show 19. It is July 2nd.
Yes, it is.
2026.
June 2nd.
It's
June 2nd. Sorry, June 2nd.
Scared me there.
Yeah, I'm wanting
Like I'm finally going to make money?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Happy Tuesday, Justin.
Happy Tuesday there, Dustin.
How you doing?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
I'm pretty good. You know what? If it's June 2nd, you know what that means, right?
What's that?
This is National Whores Day.
Whores Day?
It is Whores Appreciation Day.
Oh, thank you, all you whores out there, for getting after it. And
So to all the whores I've ever loved before, thank you. Thank you for what you've done. Thank you for what you do to your bodies.
Can we get an applause on that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
For all sex workers, and this brought me, I had a question pop in my head when I found out about this. Do strippers count as sex workers?
Yes. Yes. I thought they did.
Okay. Well then,
Simulated sex workers.
to all my loves at the Yellow Rose and the Red Rose. Yeah.
Titties!
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for everything. This episode brought to you by the Yellow Rose.
Boom!
Austin's #1 men's club, a legend in Texas entertainment.
Allegedly.
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 Well, you want to talk about these boys over here in the box?
Yeah, over here in the box, we got two guys locked up.
Mr. Craig Youngblood of Western Soul Photography.
And then you got Matt Thomas over there mixing and tweaking, making us sound good.
There it is.
The owner of One Skip Redstone.
Mm-hmm.
The keeper.
We are coming to you today live from, well, not live, pre-recorded. Pre-live?
Mm-hmm.
Live pre.
Something like that.
Whatever. 7301 Northeast Loop 820, North Richland Hills, Texas, 76180 at Platinum Music Complex, which you can find all about this place and everything that it does at platinummusiccomplex.com. And then you can also check out their school they have here for music, all ages, platinumlessons.com.
That school, is it every night or is it only certain nights during the week? How does it work?
I think it's 7 days a week, and it's when the teachers are available. You know what I mean? So they set them up in classes.
Is it mainly during the day or at night?
It's mainly during the day.
So if you have a working job and
I mean, no,
come up here.
they do have students that come. Like there's been people here, rehearsing while we've been doing the show.
yeah,
So
most of them are a Rammstein cover band.
that's down that way. And
Who, I'm disappointed, isn't here tonight for our guest to hear.
wait,
I'd request pussy.
Yeah, it's 6:54.
pussy.
Like when we take a piss break,
I have a decal.
you might be shocked at what you find down the hallway.
Jimmy Buffett.
That too, horribly done. Horribly done.
Well, joining us tonight on our couch is a man that is an on again, off again, on again, but then off again local comedian who has spent years doing the craft, creating Laugh Your Mass Off, and then I'm Dead.
That was the best thing I did.
Over I'm Dead?
Yeah.
Okay. You've worked with comedians such as Tim Dillon, Shane Gillis, Eddie Pepitone, Dave Stone. You've performed all over the state of Texas, doing comedy festivals here and there. You also had a podcast for a while.
I did.
That was fantastic. I want you to bring it back. You got to bring it back. And then, on top of that, you also own a World Series ring.
I do. A real one.
A real one, which is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brian Breckenridge.
Yeah. What's up?
Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank
The
you.
Breckinator.
I love this. Fuck you. I have merch and stickers that say otherwise.
Still?
The Breckening.
The Breckening.
Reckoning.
Sorry.
Which was the name of the podcast.
I hope that was a bit.
It was.
Okay, good. Never know with you.
The Breckenator's too close to the Shermanator.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
know.
horrible.
Nader. Breckening, that's an original.
Yeah.
An original lazy slogan logo of my own creation.
Yeah.
And design. I designed that logo and it took 15 seconds.
Well, how you been?
Good, man. I got about 3 months ago, I got a promotion at my job, so I have one job
Hey,
now.
congrats.
And
I was
thank
going to
you.
ask you about that.
Salary, benefits with the same company, same job company I've been with for like 13 years. Finally leveled up.
Are you still doing stuff with Spoon at all?
No, I won't have time.
Okay.
The last show I worked with them was March 9th. It was Author and Punisher, which was
Awesome.
dope. I'm like, this is a good like farewell show, and like for me,
I forgot about that show.
so fucking loud. It was so awesome.
I can imagine.
Sound check.
It was in Dada, right?
I stood outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound check. I'm like, I need to save my ears because I got to work this show. I got to work box office in the show. And the opening band, Black Magnet, they are from Oklahoma City. They'll be opening up Saturday for a Black Queen at AM/FM, which I'm gonna go there and see that shit because I have free tickets.
About that. We're gonna talk about that. Oh, can you give me free tickets?
Maybe.
No, we're going to talk about that because I'm in a conundrum with that.
Okay.
That whole thing. And that's going to be on our little calendar when we get to it later. We'll cross that bridge. But
okay.
Arthur Punisher is awesome.
Yeah. That guy.
They opened for Tool.
Forgot his name.
Opened for
that
Tool.
He was super nice, badass. The middle act, King Yosef, was heavy as shit. It was like he was a vocalist and a guy on keyboards and sometimes guitar and a drummer. Just heavy slamming metalcore, deathy metal kind of shit, and it was a great three band show.
Did they play in front of all of Arthur Punisher's gear?
Yeah, it was already. It was broken down in like maybe 3-4 parts, like and pushed up against the shit. It was all already on stage.
For those that don't know, Arthur Punisher, you got to look him up on YouTube. He opened for Tool a few years ago, and that's where I had seen him building stuff, but I didn't know who he was. And then when he opened for Tool, I was all excited because I was looking to see the opening band, what to expect when photographing
Tool
them.
Always has like great openers.
And so he sets up this massive machinery on stage that he's slamming around that's all amplified. It got triggers all over it, and it's like crazy slides, crazy like saws and shit. It's awesome.
He did have a guitar player like join him for some songs.
Oh, he
too.
did?
Yeah.
When I saw him with Tool, it was just him banging on stuff,
Yeah.
and then of course tracks as he's banging on everything and making racket with everything, and it's absolutely epic. If you're into noise and industrial, it's awesome.
I think I was at that show with you.
Were you
Yeah.
shooting it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was crazy. It was at AAC.
Yeah.
And
he
he
had the big levers you were moving around.
Yeah, the big levers and the big slides.
Yeah.
And he was loud in AAC. That stuff, when it slams, it slams.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it in Dada.
I think it was their last show of that tour as well.
I forgot all about that.
And I was talking to the Black Magnet, like 3 of them on the patio. Like I already closed box office out there, drinking a beer, smoking a cigarette, and I was talking to them about the bass player. Me and my buddy Ryan went to Oklahoma City to see Better Lovers because that tour didn't come through here.
Mm-hmm.
The
Had
bass
I
player,
known.
the bass player, like he was like, "Hey, I remember talking to you at that show." And, like, 'cause we were on the patio smoking cigarettes, and I was like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "That's how much I love that band." I went up to OKC to see them in a pretty cool little small venue too.
Where at?
Beer City, it's like Beer City Music Hall, I think.
Are you talking about it? OKC?
Yeah.
Yeah, Beer City.
Beer City, yep.
Yeah.
I didn't expect them to play a venue that small. It's like
Had I had known,
tree
How
size.
big? I've only heard about that place, but what's
Tree size.
yeah,
really?
Like maybe, yeah.
God,
it's
wait,
five.
Is there an outdoor
400 or
part to
500
it?
people.
That
Is there
place
an-
probably fits like 600 plus.
Okay, that tracks. That makes sense.
But 300 people were probably there.
Yeah. Had I had known that would be it, I would have gone. I did not expect like
Wild drive back, it was just gnarly thunder and lightning and occasional downpours on the way back.
Oklahoma.
But then a few days later, a few days, not even a week later, Greg was like, "Well, I'm done.
Maybe at the end of that tour.
Or we're done with this. I'm Better Lovers."
Like, well, I'm
leaving.
glad I
Time
went
to
and
do
saw
this.
that show. Same way I went and saw Every Time I Die in Austin 2 months before they broke up.
Maybe
like-
it's you.
Maybe, I don't know. I should stop going to so many shows.
Didn't you just go see Converge?
And Poison the Well. But why would they break up? They had 2 albums this year for Converge, and Poison the Well
Yep.
just got back together in a new album.
I was wondering if you
think
knew
they're-
that. We got a new Converge album on
Yeah.
Friday.
Oh, yeah.
And they just released one 2 months ago. Or 3 months ago.
2 albums.
2 albums.
I found that on my phone of like Dennis and 2 wars, and I'm like, did I
What?
make this meme or does somebody on Twitter just know exactly how my brain thinks?
But if you cause Poison the Well to break up, meh.
Damn.
I mean, they've done it before.
Gloves off though.
I think it was more of a hiatus,
Comes out of right
but-
field.
How old are all those guys?
Got to be late 40s at least, maybe early 50s.
That's what I was thinking.
Because Opposite of December came out in like 99, and they had to be like 20.
So when they played the show here with Better Lovers at
Yeah, Bomb Factory.
Bomb Factory, that's the first time I'd seen them in forever, since they were kids.
Yeah, because they they didn't release an album for like, I don't know, 15 years or something like that.
And I was like, man, they're
Since like Tropic Rot.
for what they're playing, they're looking the oldest out of everybody,
Oh yeah.
which kind of threw me off.
The singer, I can tell the singer doesn't have the vocals like he used to have. He's still up there doing it.
He had dubbed backing tracks with him too.
Oh, did he?
Here
Oh.
at least. So I mean that's understandable. You're getting older.
I'm lucky
you
to be
can't hit it.
ignorant enough when I see bands. I'm just like, yeah, it sounded sweet. And like
Yeah.
some music friend, like that mix was awful. I'm like, all right, man, but I had a good time. Like, I'm not trying to peel back behind the curtain like you are, but it's like, but I'd probably be like the same thing with comedy. Like, that was a great set. I'm just like, that was some of the hackiest fucking bullshit. So I get it. So I like that I know nothing about music and audio recording where I can. The mix has to be fucking. The one show I saw that I was like, that was shitty was Gas Monkey Live, COC, Mastodon, and Clutch.
That was a bad show.
Okay.
That was a bad.
I got there at one line for everything. I had my ticket printed out, ready to go, but they had one line for selling tickets, redeeming tickets, everything. So I missed COC. Mastodon was all vocals and drums. Clutch sounded okay.
Clutch was all right.
Also, the bartenders were fucking terrible. And you have giant bars and a lot of bartenders. It took me fucking 15, 20 minutes to get a drink.
And a lot of times they just ignore you there anyway.
Yeah.
And
I
that
was
place
just
is
no
closed now.
Yeah.
good.
I mean,
The only thing good about that place, free giant parking lot. And I was
Yeah.
like, sweet parking. I'm like, let me go up and watch the show. Oh no, stand in line for fucking everything. And then I hear fucking Pepper's riffs coming out. I'm like, oh god damn it.
Before we leave the music realm, since we're deep into it, there were two things I wanted to ask you. Today, Mastodon released a song. Did you hear it?
I listened to that on the way here because it was so rainy. I
listened to it, too.
Listen to it.
Did you get y'all all depressed? Because it's about, you know what it's about.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's
tribute
about
to Brent.
Yeah, they did a little Instagram thing. That's what I woke up to was the Instagram video. I was like, oh. And then I listened to the song on the way to work. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, my Apple Music notified me if it.
Then the other thing that keeps popping up, is there going to be a Chariot reunion? Is this where-
Probably not.
It keeps popping up.
I'm seeing 68 in a couple weeks. I'll listen to that new album. I love it. I deciphered their code on the track listings because the track.
and it Morse code?
No. You just
Oh, no, that was
the
Better
first
Love- or
words of every song
Black Queen.
form a sentence like
like the other album did.
it will always rain, it will always shine, everyone you love will die, celebrate them while they're here, something. But you read all the first words of every track and they say two things, very poignant things. The second word, and then if the track has a third word, you piece that together. It's not a hard code to crack.
Well, they've already done that on one other album.
They one of their first ones, first or second, it's just a track.
My First Love Will Never Die or something like that.
It just
whatever
had
it
like
is.
track one,
names.
track two, and then had a
Yeah.
letter at the end. You just read the letters down. They're having fun with it,
Yeah.
which
That's cool.
Which is great about 68 and those sweet riffs and Josh Scoggin just killing it.
And then you got, was it Fever 333? Have you seen them? That's another offshoot of Chariot. That's coming.
Oh,
out
is
Chariot.
that the other guys in there?
Yeah.
Okay, I know of it. 'Cause I had
That's
the
great.
singer of
I
Let
love
Live.
it. Yeah. But I was just wondering, I keep seeing these things pop up. Like there was a video today of a guy, it was his post, and I forgot to save it, but he's having a dream of all these bands
Oh yeah, and
on a tour, and it's all.
no. Jordan
they're
Buckley
ringing him.
commented. He goes, I almost had a heart attack. And the guy's just like,
He wakes up and he's like, oh. And then I'm like,
no,
that's like the second or third teaser I've seen in a week,
I don't-
bringing them out of nowhere. Like
They're-
no one's talked about them in forever.
When Greg left Better Lovers, everyone's just like, Josh should join Better Lovers. Josh should do Better Lovers. And he made a comment saying, he was like, I don't join bands, I start bands. And I'm like, well, it doesn't leave out the Chariot reunion. So I don't know. But that's a band I wish I got into during their heyday.
I
Yeah,
saw
'cause
them
never,
once.
I never saw them live. And I'm like, I bet that show would be fucking wild.
I saw them once, and I was not expecting what I got.
Mm.
It was remember All Stars Festival rolled through. It was two different festivals came in to Southside Ballroom. They merged
Oh, okay.
and did one day there. They split the main stage in half.
Okay.
There, and when one band was playing on one half,
Yeah, setting up on the other.
the other one was setting up on the other. And the curtain come down.
Yeah.
And it was like I was invited by Motionless in
Oh.
White to shoot them, and then
What are they like live?
It depends on the venue. Like when we saw them, weren't you with us?
No, I've never seen them.
You haven't? They opened for Mastodon once.
I'm not into them.
Coheed and Mastodon, they opened at Irving, and they weren't great in a giant venue, but in a small venue, they're cool as shit.
When I first heard those guys, I swear to God, it was like an AI version of Power Man 5000 is what it kind of sounded like.
Wow. Okay.
I was like,
I could see that.
What?
I could see that, but live, they're way more brutal.
Oh, really?
But it was like them. They invited me to come shoot them, and then Chelsea Grimm played, and then Emure asked me to shoot them. So I shot them, but in between is all these other bands. So I'm up on stage shooting all this other stuff because I had AAA for this show, and Chariot came on, and I had a friend that was like, you need to check them out. And I was like, okay. I wasn't expecting a younger Dillinger Escape Plan on stage. They went fucking nuts. And one of my favorite pictures is from that show that's in my portfolio, but they're badass. They were awesome live, and then it was shortly after that they said, okay, we're done.
There was a video I watched of them playing in Russia or Moscow, and people got on stage and were like singing songs, and you could see Josh like step over and kind of get choked up because he was just like, man, we're like, you could tell like we're fucking Russia, and these people were like singing their lyrics and everything, and you could tell, he's like, then he got himself together and went back into being him.
It's a good moment.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, fuck,
I can't even imagine that. Like going back to the Monsters of Rock, watching Pantera play that first time in Moscow. I can't even imagine that.
Yeah.
1 million people.
Unreal.
And them all singing and shouting back.
I mean, do you ever look
It's
at
just like-
remember the old Metallica, like year and a half in the life?
Well, that's the same show.
And it,
Oh, was it?
It
Yeah.
was just you can't see the end of it.
Yeah.
I mean, God have mercy, dude. And you got to think about it too, like when
crazy.
you get into the production side of it, you think about the PA then versus what we have now, and you just think about all the SP1s and SP2s that were just stacked everywhere for
God.
to make that
Fucking
happen.
How
SP1s,
no one-
man.
How much cable was run down the line,
And how
now
you
we're
can
running
actually
data.
see the
Need more
sound
cable.
wave.
Damn this communist supply chain of ours.
Like that's the first
Maybe
show.
there was a point to this. Oh.
They said that the sound wave, you could see it go across the crowd by the way the crowd reacted.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
And I was,
That's pretty dope.
There's so much stuff about that show that's just amazing.
Yeah.
And going back and watching. Before we get too much deeper,
Okay.
I forgot to, at the beginning of the show, I forgot to say something. What, about a month ago, you fired up the merch page?
Yeah.
And we have a PCR merch page.
Yes, we do.
This week, I've been working with our promo department trying to get some stuff going.
Okay.
And there were some wires crossed up on it and in the promo side of things.
Oh, okay.
So if tonight during the show you hear some weird stuff happen, just either listen, ignore it, whatever. I just want to let you know.
Okay.
Give a little heads up.
I'm standing in front of the dartboard.
He's got something planned.
Yeah, he does.
I don't like it.
He does. I don't know where it's
You
going,
should.
but it's funky.
So anyway,
Locked and loaded.
You're gonna make me cut a promo.
well, besides doing shows, what else have you been doing?
Playing a shit ton of disc golf, and I fucking love it. Hanging out with my friends
Where's my
more.
invite?
I'm outside, dude. I'll hit you. Like what?
Where are
What
you
are your
playing at?
hours? Like we meet up different courses. We played.
Well, now I'm only available when it's hot.
Oh yeah, we played. So my birthday was yesterday. That's why I know.
Yes,
it was,
happy
That's
birthday.
why I
I
know
forgot
it's
about
June
that.
2nd.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes.
So we do if it's someone's birthday, we do a birthday round. We try to fit it in close to your birthday. We did Breckenridge Park in Richardson, which is fucking drive. Which
Yeah.
I was like, all right, last time I'm doing this for my birthday. Came in second, shot a +11. Which second,
There you go.
I played it like a couple of years ago. I was very green, shot like a 22 or 23. I was like, I just want to get better. And I came in second, or my buddy Greg came in first at 9. So, and I beat my buddy Anthony and Kelly, and they're definitely better than I am. So I was just like, well, that's a fucking win for me.
Do you ever play out at Bear Creek? You ever
Not
go to that?
anymore.
That doesn't exist anymore.
Doesn't exist anymore?
it doesn't?
I've had to learn
Shed a
about
tear.
that. Yeah.
I had a great round out there.
I've heard great things about
that
it.
was
I
my
used to
favorite
live
course.
when I lived. My parents built a house in Euless. Apparently, it was just like maybe a minute away from there. I've heard good things about it, but that's just
It's not there anymore, huh?
Yep.
No, the city came through and tore it down because of the hooligans that went out there and smoked their weed while playing disc
goodness.
golf and
Oh, my
what it was
Lord.
doing. So
That's news to me. We
now they turned
disc golf.
the entire thing into a dog park.
Oh my God. So they could be out there with their dog and smoke
Yeah.
weed. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
We play
haven't-
North Park, Fairmount.
I love North
Fritz. We go to
Fuck
this-
Arcadia. It's too long.
Oh yeah, I haven't played that one.
I always throw my shoulder out there because it's way too long.
We do Leonard Woods in Louisville because my friends are too much pussies to do Heritage. I'm like, oh wait, I drive by Heritage to get there, but Leonard Woods is like easy, but it's fun. You can't lose a disc.
Do you ever go to Veterans?
If I can get my friends to fucking go, I'll go play there by myself because I'm like fucking Veterans and it's 10 minutes from me.
What's the one that's right down here off of what's that?
I can pull up the
Off
app. if-
Basswood.
That's Arcadia.
That's Arcadia. Yeah.
That one, they've made it. It's too long. The holes
That's
are
the one you're talking
way
about.
too long, and it always feels like you're. The front 9 are really long. The back 9 are fun, but that front 9 it
Those
throws
guys were
my
probably
shoulder out.
smoking weed when they created it. You know,
True.
And I got a course right next to me.
and you could see how
at
long they
UTA.
got. By,
UTA's got a little 9-holer,
Really?
and that's 5 minutes from me. And I
I'll
didn't.
come meet you over there. That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was even built till I watch a lot of pro stuff on YouTube, and this one guy, he's a local kind of Metroplex dude. He'll go and just like review a course, and he edit his videos all 18 holes. It's like 15, 20 minutes. It's just him. He tells the course. It's very cut and dry. And it said Doug Russell, and I was like, Doug Russell, like fucking UTA, and I looked it up and in his description, and I was like, holy shit! I went and looked on the app, and I was like, holy shit! And
There's
it's a bunch of short holes, but it's there and quick.
There's that 9 hole that's by us over on 30, and that by that church.
Oh, it's 11, but yeah,
Oh, is it 11?
it
they
needs
add
a
some?
real name. It's like City Disc Golf Park, and I'm like,
Well, the church built it just to preach to people that tried to get weed smokers that are.
and if you're there on a
Satan's
Sunday,
letter.
one of the holes is useless because there's a bunch of trucks blocking you. Unless you want to most likely hit a truck,
Oh.
unless you could sail it over, hyzer it over the truck, then.
But I haven't played in a while, and I think that's good because it's been like 2 or 3 years. So I'm hoping all my bad mechanics are gone and I can start from scratch.
I know I
Thrown
was
right.
definitely 100 pounds heavier then, and I was dying. Bear Creek was the last one I got to play, and that was so much fun.
I grew up in
place
Irving,
was
and like this
awesome.
whole time there was Fritz, but I didn't grow up on that side of Irving, the bad side. I even mentioned that to
The
my
Rock
mom last
Island
night.
side.
I was like, yeah, there's a disc golf park in Fritz, and she's just like, oh, that's a bad part of town. I'm like,
Not
okay,
anymore.
yeah, sure, whatever. I'm like, there were horses there one time. We heard clomp, clomp, clomp. I was like, what the fuck? And there's like 4 people on horses.
Well, I mean, that doesn't. I see people riding horses through Stop 6 all the time, so it's kind of.
But they're
When I'm working over
corralled there and everything.
That's how
I
they
was
get
just
to
like-
work. You know?
I was like, also, Mom, we play during the day. It's
Yeah.
fine. Also,
Hello,
we're
shoppers.
adults.
For the quality you need, the price you want, and the name you trust, visit our shoe department for great values on men's
What
work
the fuck
boots.
is this?
I know
You'll
what you're
find
doing.
top quality boots from Texas Steer. Whatever the activity, there's a work boot for
Told
you.
ya.
Is this the wires
Top
crossed
quality and value at Panther City Rebellion.
thing? Oh.
So we got to. Sorry, guys.
What are we
It's-
rebelling against?
Like I said, there were some wires crossed.
Well, it's because of
there's
the
some weird
Richland
stuff.
Rebels, Richland Hills.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's Royals now.
Royals now, but
Panther City Royals would have been a little weird.
Panther City Royals would have definitely been weird.
Yeah.
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 But hey, you got to call it something.
Hey,
So,
speaking of all that, while I'm on it, as I'll not think about it. There you go.
oh, what's that?
Little gifty gift.
And you don't have to pay taxes on it.
Yeah,
This
you
is
don't.
like a
You don't.
a swag bag that you
Oh,
don't like if you go
this
to
is
the
why you asked me. Oh,
yeah.
ooh, a peppermint.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a peppermint. Yeah.
That'll go with my sour beer. I'll
It's
put
got,
that sticker on something.
did you
Oh,
put-
I will wear this shirt. Yes.
Did you
I'm
put
not
2
bullshit.
drips of LSD on that peppermint?
3 because he's a comedian.
No, okay.
Yeah, 2 for the musicians.
Shit.
You know.
Nice.
You
Thank
don't know
you.
what you've done.
All right. So have you really given it up for good?
Man, I have not been in a better headspace since I just like the last hurrah was literally like 366 days ago when I headlined a show at Dallas Comedy Club, and on my birthday, it was a Sunday. I had to sell tickets,
Well, that's why I was wondering because we haven't seen any.
and then I did
Dead
some
shows.
I did some of my dead ones, and the last one literally had like 4 people there, and I'm like, I don't know how to fucking get people to this show, so. And the venue's great. John and Josh, the owners, John was more.
They're
the
so
guy that's
sweet and
there.
nice.
John's such a sweetheart, and I'm like, that had everything I needed. I just needed motherfuckers to show up to the show. And I'm like, I didn't know how to convince people in Arlington to go because like, oh, Pantego, oh, the cops are bad. I'm just like, drive the speed limit, asshole. In 2 minutes, you'll be back in Arlington where there's what's the Wild West.
Yeah.
Even though I'm having this conversation at Caves or Sunshine where the police department's 30
Right
seconds
across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, learn how to drive. Also, carpool, Uber. But people don't like you giving them simple solutions to their bullshit answers.
This goes right along with what we were talking about how DFW is bands and artists, talent, comedians, etc. are skipping DFW and going to other towns to perform because DFW has this mindset. They don't want to buy pre-sales. They don't want you giving them a guide to anything.
Yeah.
They're just like, well, I don't know. Well,
I'll show up if I show up.
I'll be there if I be there, and they'll do it on the day of the show. And then it
Pre-sales never work.
never. Well, they do
work.
another. I mean, obviously they're working for like the show we're doing this weekend, but it's out of state.
Yeah,
Right.
it works there.
Yeah.
In DFW, it
Not
doesn't.
here.
No.
At all.
And then you always have the, especially in Dallas for big shows, no one shows up to the headliner anyway. And that's just like a weird mentality. Like
That is weird. And
it's
I've
so
noticed
strange.
It.
Or a sporting event, you don't show up till the second intermission period.
When it used
quarter.
to be like baseball, you'd leave. Like if they were, shit in the bed, then you'd be like, all right, 6th, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's like the opposite in Dallas. You go to a Mavericks game, no one shows up till the second
I
period.
always hate that in like basketball games. It's like a minute in, and I'm like,
Where's everybody?
those are great seats. Why is anybody sitting there? The people that are rocking uniforms up in the and I also fucking hate like with basketball, hockey. I don't see this shit. I don't watch much hockey, but I love the shit out of hockey fans. Dallas Stars fans it's the most underrated fan base here. They show up, they're there, they got their shit on. I hate
it's a lot of
basketball
blue-collar
games.
people.
You got all these motherfuckers, and I'm like, why is there no uniformity in what they're wearing? Because it's like collared shirts and just I'm like, you can't just leave a fucking jersey in your car and throw it on when you're here. You're there. You have the best seats in the house, and you can't be bothered to wear any team's jersey. Any team, any basketball team, wear a Globetrotters jersey. Like come
Basketball,
on. Show that you know what
and
sport you're watching.
football are the absolute worst. Absolute worst. You can't get anybody in the lower bowl to actually cheer, stand up,
Watch
get
a Ranger
loud,
game.
anything.
Suites behind
Ranger
there.
games.
You'll see Ranger shirts.
Ranger games.
Not on
people
everybody,
get into
but-
it. If it's a good game and it's a shootout or whatever, they'll get into it. Hockey games, everybody's into it. But hockey is a blue collar sport.
But yeah, I mean hockey though too. I mean, I kind of look at hockey and baseball the same way because when I'm at a baseball game, I'm still yelling at the dude on third or on the plate. I'll talk
Or the
shit.
umps.
And then I get
Talking
thrown
shit
out.
to the
I get
umps.
thrown out of the stadium because they're like, "Okay, sir, you need to stop talking shit to
you
the
need to calm down.
players. Like,
You're enjoying yourself
stop
way
being a
too
pussy
much.
and let me do this."
Yeah.
God, I'm enjoying my seats.
Totally
I paid
crazy.
$300 for this seat. Let me sit here and do this.
Which
Shut
is
up.
fucking ridiculous.
They could be
agree.
fighting each other at some point, and they're getting paid to do this.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, I'm the problem?
I was at the Rangers game where old boy knocked the crap on when he slid into second.
Rugi?
Yeah, when they were playing the Canada, the
Blue Jays.
Blue Jays. Yeah.
Oh,
when they-
yeah,
we were doing the
Toronto Blue
rollout
Jays.
stage for Eagle. That was at the old stadium. We're sitting over in the corner, like third baseline, and the garage is there, and we're all kicked feet up watching the game from the garage. And I see this happen. I'm like, is this happening? Is this happening? Everybody, the whole crew rushed the gate. Anyway, great story. Sorry to go off left field there. But
No, I was across
Literally.
the parking lot at AT&T for the cheerleader tryouts, shooting
really?
them.
Oh, really?
And our phones blew up, and everybody was like, luckily it was intermission. CMT was doing a bunch of shit, so it was like in between shooting shit.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh my God, look at this.
Yeah.
And the guy that shot the photo used to be a good friend. He's kind of an asshole now. But he sent that photo to everybody. And what did everybody do?
Share it.
They shared it to all their friends.
Right.
Look at this, look at this.
Lost all value.
Then he got pissed that people started doing murals and selling posters and stuff. And that's like, first off, you didn't watermark it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, he
that's his
sent
fault.
it.
Fucking amateur hour.
I know he sent it to us out of spite because he wanted to be with the cheerleaders. And he's like, fuck y'all, look what I got. Y'all are over there with cheerleaders doing
And then
cheerleader
Dustin
stuff.
went, watermark, sold.
Straight to the wire service.
Lose, you lose,
in my name.
dumbass. Later.
But like
the Matrix numbers came over Dustin's eyesight. He was like, I know exactly what to do right
Yes.
now. Jose Bautista getting knocked the fuck out. Just remember
Hello,
his name.
shoppers. Many cities have local ordinances prohibiting
This just keeps
smoking on the
happening?
sales floor of a
It's
podcast
something we're
studio.
doing. So
We ask that you
blame this
cooperate
on the
by
rain,
safely
maybe?
extinguishing all smoking
don't
material
smoke.
in the containers provided
You
at
just
the
hear this
entrance
at
to the
home in your
studio.
head now. You're just like,
Thank
where the
you
fuck
for
is it
not
coming
smoking.
from?
yeah,
Is it a-
it's
like Robocop.
audible poltergeist?
yeah, it just happens.
Audible Poltergeist. I like it. That's a band name waiting to happen.
That's a good.
That's
that
a
needs
really
to be
good-
put on.
that's-
Your,
I
Really
feel that's
good.
like it's a local proggy deathcore band that's not going to get too many people there.
Fort Worth
I-
Roots. Did you see
I
him
have-
put out that thing about
What?
band names?
No,
I got things on band names.
he's got a pretty
What?
good list.
What's
Yeah.
the band? Was he just shitting on band
He was
names?
like,
or-
no, he was like, you know, he was like driving and he said something about like, he was like, I want to, you know, if you guys can think of what's the funkiest, craziest band name you can get out
Oh
there.
yeah, Panther City Meat Sweats.
Yeah, Panther City Meat
Oh, okay.
Sweats came across.
After he
and I said,
Went to a
Yeah.
barbecue joint.
TikTok boner pills and 25 minutes to suck.
I've been a part of too many comment sections like on Facebook about this. I like digging deeper, like pattern recognition. There's one thing I've noticed. Probably a shitty band is a shitty local band. This is a good tell. They're going to have either the word project and not like Alan Parsons project kind of thing, but just like something project, like, you know, Armageddon project. That sounds heavy, but it's a stupid name.
It's
or the
terrible.
word theory. Theory and project are a good tell of this local band sucks.
Theory of a Dead Man.
In
Also,
theory,
coming back from my Theory of a Dead Man.
no, in theory. Did you ever listen to them?
Oh, local band.
Which then
That's
became
the-
Sky Eats Airplane.
Oh, is that what they? Okay,
Well, they wised up.
See, they changed their name. That's
Well, I think
what
in
helped.
theory, like reached the end of its line, and they hooked up with the dude that started Sky Eats Airplane and backed him.
I remember when I worked at Best Buy, this coworker dragged me to Curtain Club to see this band called Aftermath Theory, and I was just like, that name
That sounds like
almost is cool, but
terrible.
it sucks. They were okay, but I'm like, you're gonna be stuck in local band purgatory. Linkin Park's first band name. Remember that?
What was it?
Damn it.
It was Hybrid Theory.
Hybrid Theory. Well,
Which
that's
was
what
the
they
name of
named.
their
They
album.
changed their name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if there's a number in
find
there in almost any way,
Well, what if it's a TV show on YouTube?
no such thing as a TV show on
Yeah, I
YouTube.
guess
That's just
not.
called
It's
a
just
YouTube
Yeah.
video.
YouTube series, yeah.
Can't do that. It's series.
I can't find my list.
But bands with
Oh,
the
here we
number
are.
in there,
Uh-oh.
not a good chance. Like 2002, you're gonna get an album deal from like RCA, and then you're gonna play the second stage of Ozfest. They're gonna realize the Kill Switch Engages of the world are better and have a bigger fan base, and you're gonna
Craig, is that why we stopped doing Paratheory? Is this it?
Oh, I didn't think about
Right?
that.
Like,
Hybrid Theory.
Is this why we? But it
I
was a
didn't think about
show. It wasn't a band.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Primer 55 had one album people kind of remember, maybe a song
that was
from
the
that.
number thing. Though.
I know
that was.
and that was a very new metal thing.
Yeah.
Have a word and like a number, or change a letter in the word to a number, and it just
I'm trying to. There was a band around that time, and they had a number when they first came out, and then they dropped the number, just kept the name. It was the first part. Dima.
they had a number.
I
Oh,
think
they
it
had
was
a
like
one somewhere.
Yes, and it was like they were playing on the Area 51. How they spelt it out, so it was like a Dima 51 or something like that.
Jonathan Davis's like half
His
brother, or whatever.
half-brother, yeah.
And then they dropped it. It was like they were coming up, and then they were like, well, let's put it. You know, the record label was like, well, let's put a 51 on there, and make it a Dima 51. And they were like, I don't fucking know about that.
What was Cher's son's band's name?
Dead Z.
Dead Sea.
I
That's
brought that
right,
up to
yeah.
my buddy Cameron, singer of
Elijah
Secret
Blue.
of Boris, and he was just like,
Wyoming.
"Oh, that band sucked." I'm like, they did a cover of Fox on the Run and Tom Sawyer,
They did do it. Tom Sawyer was all right.
and then but their song was "I got the
I
keys
got
to
the Gramercy Park."
Park," and the
Yeah.
video is hilarious.
It is hilarious.
It is.
It's so bad.
goofy, and then you also had sibling bands that may or may not have been good.
Oasis?
Chances are not.
Power Man.
Well, a sibling of a
Rob.
popular
Oh, okay,
band,
okay.
not siblings.
Not siblings
in
in the same
That's
band, yeah.
that's probably good, and they'll probably have a lot of success and a lot of breakups. But
Yeah.
I don't think we're allowed to talk bad about Rob Zombie on here.
Yeah,
Why is
I
that?
probably wouldn't.
See?
No, I probably wouldn't do that
Hey.
at all. No, we already brought up Power Man 5000, his little brother. Let's not do that either.
But I love.
well, he is
hey,
the little
hey,
brother.
Tonight the
sibling
Stars
band,
Revolt.
not
I
as
love
good,
that record.
and
do
a
too.
number.
So good.
Also, that's just a shitty band name.
It is.
But they did really good.
Yeah.
They
For
did
a
really,
while-
really good.
Last time they were here, they played Trees,
But I mean,
which is good for some bands.
But the time before that
Not where
was
they are-
Dickies.
yeah.
What? Oh, with the cold chamber.
And Static X, Mudvayne, Rob Zombie.
Hey, speaking of Static X, is it true that the new one? So
That's
they just
dope.
said one of the band members. They were canceling shows because one of the band members was like,
Yeah, it was Tony Campos, their bassist.
okay, I was like, God damn,
Was
how many
what?
lead singers are
What
we going to go
happened?
through here?
He had some. He was experiencing some medical issues,
Yeah.
so they canceled their tour.
That's not surprising.
Which one
Like a
from
healthy
Dope
guy.
was the kitty toucher?
No, I'm saying Edsel.
no.
No, Edsel Dope took over
Yeah.
Wayne's job.
Oh, the other guy. I don't know.
But who was the guy from Dope?
Well, I remember Static X's former second guitarist Trip Eisen. He was the one that got caught doing that to kids, and then they brought back Koichi, who was the original second
original
guitarist.
one.
Yeah,
But the one they kicked out was also with Dope, right?
I don't remember if he
Probably.
was in Dope,
Yeah.
but it was Trip
Static X
Eisen.
was so
Dope
good.
also covered "Spin Me Right Round" or
They did.
whatever that song is.
And Fuck
They
the
did.
Police
Oh, they did.
on their
NWA.
first record. Yep.
Yeah, they probably shouldn't have been doing that.
God, it got quiet all of a sudden.
Did.
Hello, we all had to
parents.
think about
No,
that.
While your
I
kids
can-
are
I can-
welcome here
I can shit
inside
on bands
PCR,
all day long.
we ask that you please keep a close eye on them and don't let them
Kids.
wander more than 10
I feel like
feet
Matt's
from
just
you.
hitting a button
Their
just to
safety
derail the
is
whole
of
thing.
the utmost importance to us.
It's not me.
There's not a
We're in a
year that goes
professional
by
place.
that I don't read
We have
about
two
some
guys in the
escalator
studio,
accident
and this is
involving
happening.
some bastard kid that could have easily been avoided had some parent conditioned him to fear and respect.
At the end
that
of this, you telling me
escalator.
this is just a bit.
I know what this
okay,
is.
that's
Thank you
cool.
for your
But
cooperation in this manner.
That kid is on the escalator again.
we have that on our bedroom door, like a sticker that says that.
I hope a bloodbath ensues.
Yeah, the bloodbath ensues. Oh man, we used to have on our loop station during the show. It was Ron Burgundy. He'd come in and be like, "Everybody, listen to me. I have some very extreme important news," or whatever he'd say, and then we'd kick into a song. It was
That's from the pool
ridiculous.
party, right?
Yeah, the pool party. He was like, "Get it, ma!" God.
So, one thing I've never talked to you out of all the times you've been on our show, you've sat in on the old show and
Yeah,
everything, was your opinion on the whole Kill Tony thing. I went a few, when he was at Grand Prairie over there, and a ton of our locals
Oh yeah.
were got in. They got their name pulled.
Yeah.
And it was really, really good. A lot of them did fantastic. That show has yet to air, and it's been 2 months, and I don't think it's going to because Tony lost complete control of the show.
That's probably
Complete
why.
control.
Yeah.
And it
His
went.
ego got bruised.
It turned into chaos, and he couldn't control the crowd. The crowd was going nuts.
Where was this at? Nokia or whatever the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Texas
that's-
Trust TU Theater.
Yeah.
I don't like that
Love.
show at all. But like, if it was just like its own local thing, okay, fine. I understand why it got big, but first of all, 1 minute to do any kind of comedy, and also they want you to do one awful fucking minute they can shit on you, or you do 1 minute and then they like you or something. But even the people that they like and bring back, that show has promoted so many fucking losers, like just piece of shit people, and just like and like the comics here, they'll be like, "Hey, we're going down to Austin and try to get on Kill Tony on Monday." I'm like, you want me to waste an entire like day and a half, maybe two, for the chance to get on this what was I calling it? Humiliation ritual, which is what it ends up being, because you have the actual successful comics sitting next to Tony Hinchcliffe. Got him there. And then, like the best thing Kill Tony ever did was when Shane Gillis was Trump and what's his face was Biden.
Yeah.
That was great because you had those two guys in character being
Tearing it up
fucking
the whole
hilarious.
show, yeah.
Adam Ray.
Yeah, Adam.
That was great, but that had nothing to do with Tony Hinchcliffe, who I've never thought is a funny comic. He's a great roast comic if that's what you want to do. That's fine, but to me, he has like no charisma, no personality. I don't fault if anybody can put themselves out there and developing kind of fan base. Hey, that's entertainment. You can do that in so many ways. I don't fault him for succeeding. And people that just like, I don't know why he's popular. I'm like, well, you're not his target audience, so shut the fuck up and stop. It's like people that, like when Trump got elected the first time. I didn't know anybody that voted for Trump. I'm just like, 50 people. Like, you get out of your own fucking head and think about why this is popular to people who aren't you. People can't think that way about things. Like music. Like, why does anybody like this? Like, because they're not you and they grew up a different way. I'm like, that's like something you should learn when you're a kid.
So you never do a minute down there. That's what.
No, because I'm not good in a minute. Yeah, I
True.
like to build.
You've
bits.
got to be a certain type of comic in order to make that
and
minute
eventually
work.
that like a minute is like what do you have like 20 of those jokes you can fill 20 minutes with, or are you actually like a full fleshed out comic that can do a bit?
Yeah.
And maybe 10 minutes in you have a sweet callback, because everybody loves a good callback, especially if you've been paying attention the whole time.
Well, that's if you're good. Yeah.
And so I love
That's
when
important.
I'm in the middle of a set and I do a callback because and it wasn't planned. I just remembered that. I was like, in the moment, I know I could say this, and it's a callback to what I said earlier. That's one thing I'm like, at the end of the show, you're like, pat yourself on the back. You're like, oh shit, okay, I got to remember that now. And you have to order the jokes in a certain way to get to the callback.
Yeah.
It completely destroys all the nuances that is stand-up comedy. Like a good story. You can have like a good, like Norm Macdonald on Conan's not the best example. It wasn't stand-up, but like Norm Macdonald, you can't get to that hilarious punchline about the moth if you don't let him go on his journey. Like, there's no journey. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. There's no fucking journey in 1 minute.
No, there isn't in a minute.
They
Yeah.
want you to say some outlandish shit and fail horribly, or maybe you make the crowd laugh on some outrageous shit because that's the kind of crowd that goes there. And then they want to hear the Tony Hinchcliffes of the world take a shit on your chest.
And that's
then
why
maybe you don't kill yourself.
Maybe
after.
we're looking at this wrong though. I mean, maybe it falls back to like the fuck. It just left my brain. What was the talent show that was on years and years and years ago? The
Gong Show?
There where they come out.
Showtime at the Apollo.
The Apollo. Yeah, like that was kind of the same thing, but for singers and et cetera. And they come out and they sucked.
I mean,
they just embarrassed the shit out of you. Could you imagine doing that?
I don't
Like
think
on
that was
American
the
Idol
intent,
now?
though.
Like,
It was just like
stop.
a talent show, but this is a specific. Comics get a chance, so you have like a giant pool of comics that all
then you
try to
gotta-
get a sliver of time.
They say it's between 200 and 300 a show. And then you've got a bunch of randos that get in there too that just think they can build a set on the spot, which is you're not doing that. No one's
That's
doing
also what sucks about it, is because someone who's not like, you can be a
Takes
year
the
into
time.
comic, 10 years into comedy, and you actually might have a well-prepared minute. You could lose that potential spot to some dipshit that's just like, I'm gonna go up there and fart for a minute solid or something. And then
What was the one dude that came out that was just quiet as fuck, but he looked creepy. He didn't have to say shit. He just came out and he just looked.
There's been a couple
It was
that have done
because
that.
he didn't have an act.
Yeah.
He just came out and then looked, and
Which is
everyone just started-
insulting.
right?
That's the thing.
Like, they were just laughing
which
at
is
him.
the
like,
not even the kind of insults that Tony Hinchcliffe makes his bread and butter on. It's insulting to the craft. The only person really to come out of that scene, and he's also a very specific flavor of comedy, Casey Rocket.
Yeah.
But also, he can get in front of crowds that, well, it's easier for him now because he's a bigger name. But when he was if you want to hear just some regular stand-up comedy, he's not it, because his brain is so set on random,
Yeah.
and he can act like that. And he's crab walking across the stage, which might end up being like a fallback bit for him. But
I think that's a clutch.
I can't think that randomly because I'm so linear in my thinking and thoughts, beginning, middle,
But
end.
you got Cam that's made it out of there, who's on SNL now, but Cam's fucking great live.
I don't know.
Cam Patterson.
and
And he's the one
I'm
that
so
was
checked out from.
with the rocks in his
Both
pocket.
things.
I mean, that's been years ago.
When
he was on there forever.
That's a good question. When did you decide to just check out?
Probably, I don't know, last like 6 months.
Okay.
Like even last year, I was barely doing comedy just because I was like, it got to a point where I'm like at an open mic, and I'm like, am I even having fun? Like, hey, it's Tuesday, go up, do 5 minutes, whatever, fuck around, maybe do bits that you want to do. But, like afterwards, you're hanging out with the comics, outside, whatever, drinking, smoking cigarettes, and you're just kind of like, even that, like the whole thing, I'm like, am I enjoying any part of this?
Sure.
Like, yeah, okay, cool. Tuesday night, I'm out getting drunk at a bar. Cool. It's been a great excuse for almost 20 years of my life to do that. But at least I had tried to accomplish something in the act and maybe work on a bit. But even then, every open mic's such a fucking crapshoot of, okay, you want to try out this new material. Guess what? There's 2 people watching the show.
Right.
So 2 people are not the best judge. If they love it, it doesn't mean a crowd's going to love it. If they hate it, doesn't mean a crowd's going to hate it. And then are any of the comics are the worst audience members because
Oh yeah, I mean,
I don't want them.
No.
They're not allowed to judge my comedy. Yeah, in general, yeah, sure, but also they're not the people in the crowd that you know the 200-300 people at a club that we're all. That's the end goal. You're trying to impress them. And comics are the worst judge of comedy because they might be jealous. They might just have a shitty personality. It might not even be funny in of themselves. They might not be a judge of good comedy. Some can be and are, and those are your comedy buddies. And you'll be like, hey, does this make sense? And you can run bits by each other. That's great, but then you have all these little cliques that make up a scene.
it's like audio guys going to a concert and then just being annoyed by everything that they want to make it sound like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they're not going to give you praise. You'll be like, it was all right.
No, sweet riff, man. You know, but
great job.
Well, and then you just hit on
then
something.
that's on the ground
the
level.
clicks, the comedy clicks.
Which is fine. I didn't, that's fine. I got, nothing against like when I started, there was, my buddies Ravi, Jeremy, and Larry, first comedy friends. We hung out outside of comedy. We hung out at open mics and shows. We hung out. My buddy Larry, ended up hanging out with him at his house a lot. I'd watch UFC. He'd get UFC pay-per-views. I didn't give a shit about him, but I'd go there just to be like, hey, just because he had them, and he wouldn't ask me to chip in money because he knew it wasn't my thing. But I'm like, I'm gonna hang out with them, watch a free UFC thing. I don't know what's fucking going on, and then there was like another group of comics that once they kind of stopped, there's another group of friends I made, and that's fine. It's it's generational and geographical too.
But how much it's cool hanging out with them and doing this stuff, but how much does that help you doing shit live or getting shows? How much do they help you build sets, build shows?
Well, you can work on each other's sets, and we did that plenty. But like, if you're both lower rung, it's every man for himself.
Yeah,
you can get on a show. Maybe if they're on a show and somebody drops, they could be like, oh, hey, can my buddy get on there? They're good. They can do 10-minute set. Yeah, they can do a 10-minute set. They can help you out in that way. But it's compare that to like DFW comedy. It's going to be few and far between for those opportunities because we're all trying to work clubs. There's plenty of stage time, but trying to figure out each individual stage and how to get on it. Maybe a one-off show or a weekend.
And then to get on a big show,
it's every man for himself out there.
Opening for someone coming through town.
You got to be.
That's another thing.
You got to be good with the club. They got to kind of vet you, and you don't have to sell tickets. Just because it's like the headliners selling the tickets, the club selling the tickets. Cool if you get a few 10 people out over the weekend. Yeah, cool. But
do you have any advice for venues out there that want to start doing comedy at their venue but have never done it before?
Do everything you can to act like a comedy club. Not saying you need cocktail waitresses. That'd be cool, but like we had that once or twice at Mass just to make it easier for people to stay there. And it was either they get up and go to the bar or the bar comes to them, which was easily facilitated, at Mass, like the 2-3 times we wanted to do that.
Yeah.
But do you have a stage, do you have a PA?
Yep.
Will you turn off the fucking TVs?
That's a must.
That's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Do you have anything close to a setup? Like, there's so many comics. And I've produced shows at the wrong places, and you're like, oh, and that was very easy to learn quickly. Oh, that was a terrible idea. Let's find the right place, and that's up to whoever's producing the show. Do it.
Mass is a very easy sketchbook too to build whatever you want on.
Yeah. A music venue like that is conducive to comedy. Like that was easy.
Yeah.
That was given to me. That was easy, and they want to do comedy. That was stars aligned for that.
What's happening like tonight, right now at Southside Cellar, seems like a complete pain in the ass because everybody's attention can wander.
Are you talking about the shit show?
And go anywhere.
I mean, my baby, I didn't host it, but I got that. I created that.
Oh, did you?
I took the meeting with the owner. And I was like, I'm not going to host it, but I got someone that will.
But there's too much.
It's like third host now.
I mean, it's a great place, and it's cool if you go. It's just there's a lot of distractions. Well,
they have 4 TVs in the place, but then,
the street, the windows, the 2 rooms, beer going on.
The guy trying to fuck his date in the other smaller room. I'm like, oh, that's fine. You sit in the other room.
The guy screaming about beer in the cellar. Oh my God, I can't believe they have this.
The bartender may be talking a little too loudly. Matt, he was cool though.
And then making pizzas or whatever. It's a whole bunch of shit going on.
Oh, I haven't been there since they have food.
That's good too.
I know they were doing that.
Yeah.
But here's one thing that pissed me off about fucking Nick McClanahan, so-called Ian Mack. I told him when he took it over, at first our buddy Jordan Mack was the host, and then he moved back, like all comedy. He moved to Kansas for, I don't know what fucking reason. Came back. I was like, dude, this is a great place. You need to do a monthly showcase here. Build it up to where people in this neighborhood can go see like a free show. And you have like fucking 5 comics doing 10 to 15 minutes each, whatever, and never maybe did it once. I'm like, well,
stay consistent.
You need to be monthly. Build it up. Like you got to do it monthly. Pick a Friday or Saturday of the month. The owner told me he didn't want music there, which I'm like, great. Like he's on board, and I'm like, do a monthly show. Like I'll help promote it. This is the one neighborhood. Like you can go put up flyers. Print out 10 flyers and go put them up. People might not fucking look at them.
You got
but that's
people
what I did.
living above you.
Yeah,
that'll come down to the show. So,
but he never did that. And I'm like, well, okay, if you have a good monthly show and they also realize, there's a weekly open mic, you might get more people to the open mic that actually show up and pay attention. Because, it's an open mic. They have a monthly show. And, hey, they got a monthly show that's pretty good. Let's go check out this open mic. And then it snowballs.
Yeah.
But he never fucking did that because all my goddamn experience is worthless to the people that could use it.
It's like opening a bar and not promoting it, like we talked about earlier.
Or opening a bar when there's too many fucking bars already.
Patty's Pub.
I can't remember the comedy show it was. I was production manager at Fairmount Music Hall when it was alive, and I just went in with the mindset of treating it like a listening room.
But that's what's great. There's no windows.
Right. Nothing to distract you.
Nothing
no
to distract
TVs.
you. Same thing with the mask. There's no windows. There's no nothing.
Yeah.
And you can focus on that. Lower the light. Make it nice.
Totally. Reason I asked
curtains
was one, so that viewers watching, if they're interested, there is a lady that is interested in you, and we talked today.
She wants to make sweet love.
Talk to you about it later if you're interested.
He's taking it.
I know you're not hosting anymore, but she knows who you are.
Oh, Carrie?
No.
Oh, this one friend, old comedy friend's been texting me because she knows. It's like, you want to host a showcase at Truth Vinyl, which is 1 mile from my house? I'm like, you want me to go do the one? I said I'm not doing comedy anymore. You want me to go do one of the worst parts about comedy is hosting a showcase? Fuck. I had to like, I was about to type, are you fucking retarded? And I was like, I just sent back, absolutely not. So, no, I don't want to do the word host a show. I don't want to host anything any fuck. I've hosted way too goddamn. I hosted open mics, hosted shows that I produced.
Sure.
Tired of doing that shit.
Plus, you got to be all happy and campy about the other comedians when you introduce them and be witty.
And then I look at the turnout. I'm just like, well, show's about to start. Let's drink more. Let's just get through it.
I don't think she was really looking for a host. I think she was looking to do like a comedy night, but do it like once a month.
Oh, man, I know.
That's what she was saying.
I don't want to try to convince anyone to. The best thing about my birthday show last year, I was at work and working in Denton, and I was like, I don't know what my ticket sales are doing because I remember my announcement of the show was on March 11th. I was like 3/11. Might as well make it the announcement there, and I'm like, all right, cool. You get all the likes and everything. Awesome, great for you. And I'm like, and I sent out a bunch of messages to a bunch of people who could make the show. Like, and by that I mean they live in DFW, they live in Dallas, they live. I don't give a shit. You live in Fort Worth. The show's in Dallas. It's my birthday. I'm headlining, turning 41, doing 41 minutes. Most time I've ever done on stage. This is a big thing. I make the tickets as cheap as possible. I need to sell a minimum amount of tickets to make the show even happen. But I want to sell more because I want a bunch of people there. I also want to stack it against my favor of have people there that I know that, like me, like my sense of humor. Mm-hmm. And then I was working in Denton and the Dallas Comedy Club. They're like, I was like, what are my tickets doing? Like, we'll sign you up for the you get an email every night for ticket updates. I was like, okay, cool. Little thing from Pre-Kindle. I got it. 6 tickets sold. And I was so fucking pissed. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Because no one buys tickets around here.
I'm like, And then I made a post about how fucking pissed I was, and that started getting ticket sales going on. But then, with what my job used to be, I'd be sent out in Fort Worth, Arlington, and I would look people dead in their fucking eyes. This was great. And I'm just like, coming to my show? I wouldn't even say. I would say it with the smallest question mark at the end, more of a statement of fact, because these are people that I sent the message to, and I saw that they saw the message, and they didn't reply, or maybe they thumbed it up, and I'm just like, coming to my show, and that was great because you catch them in that moment, they can't bullshit their way out of it, right. And also I'm like, so what the fuck? Like, you person that's always been, I support your comedy, blah, blah. This is the one way you can do it. This is the only way I need you to do it. You've had ample opportunity to see me for free at okay shows, shitty shows, or even good shows. Like Hyenas would do the free Thursday shows. Plenty of those in your fucking backyard. But it was so great just to look people in their fucking soul and to realize just to see them like shake for a second about how full of shit they are. And then maybe they'll, buy a ticket or something. And then they show up and have a great time because I fucking, gave it my all. Yeah. And I didn't think that was my swan song at the time, but also that's what I can do. I was working a lot, and I'm just like, so I guess I got it out of my system then. And then a couple months later, I was just, maybe some open mics, maybe some shitty show here and there. But I'm like,
Dustin's right, man. People around here don't buy pre-sale on tickets, and it always runs down to the night of the show. And you can't let yourself as an artist go down in your soul about it. Be like, what the fuck? It's just not happening.
It's been my biggest problem for the whole time is how personal. But I'm like, if I should take anything personally, it's this.
Right.
It's the thing I need. I'm not trying to get strangers to my show. I'm trying to
get my friends.
Your friends.
The people I've known through just the arts community, all the fucking musicians, and I say fucking in a bad way. You fucking musicians, fuck you. All you guys that are like, oh yeah, I was in the same boat. No. It's a different thing. I need people to pay attention at my shows. They can ignore you, but they're still there, and it looks like they're having a good time. I need people's fucking attention. That's how it works. And then also all the people that are fucking, drinking at the chat room and shit like that are just like, oh, they love that. They fucking jerk off about, the arts community, all that. I'm like, I'm one of these people. Come see me. I'm the only comedian you know.
Hold on. The people down at chat, they think you have to go through 2 checkpoints and have to have a passport just to get past 360. Like, these guys trying to get these fucks out of Fort Worth over to Dallas is never going to happen.
It never will happen.
It was hard enough to get those assholes to go less than a mile from their second home to Mass.
There's a lot of people that don't know what
for a free show tip at the end.
What streets are outside the half-mile loop of Magnolia? They don't know.
Oh yeah,
they have no clue what the streets are. They're just like, this is the place I know. Brr, 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 brr.
And so, like, I've always taken it being a comedian that also produces shows and is the promoter of said show and the host of said show. A lot's on me to. Yeah, the venue can do what they will do or say they're going to do, but hey, they got a lot of things coming through there, a place like Mass. I have zero shit to talk about Mass because they were always insanely supportive. I got one, I got one thing of shit to talk. One night, I had a free show at Hyenas. I'll shit on them soon. It was a free Thursday show. It's called 325. 3 comics doing 25 minutes. Sweet. I would do those. Free show. Just come out, 2-drink minimum. Cool. I hit up Alan Brown and Dachin Hong on Facebook Messenger. Alan's like, oh, I'm not going out that much these days. I'm like, all right, cool. He replied back. Sweet. Just the reply is great. Dachin, oh, it's like a school night for me. Meaning he's got to work in the morning or something. Cool. I get it. Thanks for the reply. Cool. Go do the show. Like, nobody I knew showed up. That was fine. There's a crowd. It's a free show. We have a good time. I'm like, I'm in Fort Worth anyways. I'm going to go to Mass. Where everybody, my cheers at the time. Yeah, right. Everybody knows my name. I'm like, I wonder what's going on at Mass right now. Go down there. Parking lot's pretty empty. I walk in. There's a guy on stage playing piano and singing. Oh. There's like 3 people watching him. See the bartender. It's one of the bartenders. And then 2 people at the bar. Alan Brown and Dachin Hong. And I was like, oh.
Sons of bitches.
Oh, look who it is. it's Mr. And I go, I do the, huh. And they're like, oh, hey, what's up? I'm like, yeah, or a little Dangerfielding it. Then I'm like, oh, is it Mr. I don't go out much these days, and Mr. It's a school night. And they're like, they look at me like, what the fuck is he on about? And then I'm like, and I was like, so this is where I start like, going into it. And it dawns on them that they had both told me hours before they weren't leaving their house. And then those guys are great. And I'm like, but it was just in that moment, I wasn't trying to catch them, but I caught them.
Right.
And it was just like, and they're like, oh, so sorry. And it was like, yeah. Dodgen's like, yeah, Alan even hit me up. He's like, hey, man, you doing anything tonight? It's like, no. It's like, I'll only pick you up and go to Mass, grab a drink. And I'm like, and there's one thing I fucking hate in life. It's feeling like I don't exist. And you think like, oh, I'm a white male in America. I'm a comedian, putting on shows. But I can be that instantly forgettable within hours. Like, I wanted you to come to this thing that was free on the other side, like 5 minutes from you. There's a free parking garage behind Hyenas in the AMC. And I just immediately blanked out of your thought process of your, first of all, doing nothing that night, to going to Mass, to ignore a guy playing piano, to not a hopping thing. No, if it was something like, oh, band's album release show, I'm like, okay, hey, I can't compete against that. Cool, I get it. But no, it was, they chose to
a piano dude
do the next thing above nothing over my awesome thing of comedy.
Once again, it's Dallas.
And that was within
Fort Worth,
5-6 hours. 5-6 hour time frame right there. And I was just like, and then I unleashed on them, and I was just like, all right, I got a drink, and we started hanging out. So I'm like, sorry guys, I just had to, because it's so raw, and in that moment I'm like, you said you weren't doing anything tonight, which is totally fine, but you did something that is almost nothing.
It's weird. There is, besides the whole not selling tickets thing that we've talked about, there is a thing, especially in the circles we're in. I'm still working on this. I have this whole presentation I'm going to bring up during one show. I'm going to need a whiteboard and markers and charts and everything.
Glenn Beckett,
yeah. It's going to be. We're going to have to
bring out the
around,
whiteboard,
or maybe a big green screen. I can have graphics and weather and stuff come across because. But it's about the Fort Worth music scene and the different circles that are in it, and what make the 817 music scene up.
Is it big enough to have circles?
There is. What was that?
I did that too. Sound like a motorcycle. Wasn't my soundboard.
Trying to get people in the South Side, and I've brought this up for years. People that live down there, run around down there, do shit down there, to go to Dallas, no, they won't. Trying to get people from the mid cities to Dallas, you'll get maybe 20% to go.
Yeah.
Trying to get people to go to Denton.
Oh yeah,
dude,
they think it's an overnight trip.
Here's a perfect example. We play Big Daddy's, and at 150 every time we play there, can't get in. Line down the dock to get into that thing. We play Broncos, same thing. Tables are sold out. Or they're all sold out. They're reserved. Yeah, so they're all reserved. Not a place to sit, standing room only, waiting to get a table, waiting to sit at the bar, right? So we find the in-between. We do that O'Shea show. Did we have, the place holds 390. We were at 162.
You're in a different boat, though.
But the thing is on that, like you're saying, like something that was really important to you.
Yeah.
Like that show is really important to us. So we for 93 days, we promote every fucking day.
Yeah.
We were hammering, trying to get people to buy tickets.
Your boat is different, and it's, no offense by this, but I've talked to other bands about this. When you're playing as much as you do, and your guys are playing everywhere, in people's head, it's kind of the mentality like, I can catch them whenever. It's no big deal. I can catch them.
See, we stopped that for local. You got about 3 more chances locally, and we're done for the year local. It's out of town. But that we were kind of packed up with some local shows,
And that's what I think. I think the mentality's still there. People don't know that what your future plans are, but they have that in their head.
Yep.
Kind of like Better Lovers. Yeah. I was like, I won't go to Oklahoma to see them. I'll see them when they come through again next time.
You fucked up.
And they're over.
Night before the show, we had only had like maybe 25 tickets sold. and then everything sold on the day up. Bam!
That's
and then
the
they
other
came
issue.
in, bam, at the door.
Yeah.
And it was like 162, I think is what it was when it sold pre-sale online until it cut off, and then whatever ticket fucking company. And then it was, it was more expensive at the door, and they were just like, I'll just pay at the door.
A lot of
Which
people
were paying more at the door.
A lot of people have that weird mentality.
So if you're out going to shows and people are doing shows, realize that you're getting a better ticket sale when you pre-buy. Stop waiting.
And it really helps
really
people's
does.
ego and their feelings and their attitude when approaching that show. Plus, I mean, honestly, the big thing is it kind of gives a heads up on what to look forward to.
And then it's always those same people that come up to you later and be like, why aren't you huge, man? Why haven't somebody picked you up, dude? Why aren't you on television, man? And you just look at them in the eye and go, where the fuck you been?
Yeah.
Going back to Brian's point, like being in a
Like that.
all original metal band, older guys, I mean, we all have careers and stuff,
Yeah.
so this is our bowling league now.
Yeah.
We've been to the top of the mountain. We've seen the other side. Things changed. People have families and stuff. So we play, before COVID, we were playing a lot of shows. In fact, we had to cancel like 8 to 10 when COVID hit. But now we're playing like 3 to 4 shows a year, maybe a little more. Just depends on what we feel like. But it's the same thing. It's like, hey, we're not playing that often. We're playing this night. And the people that I've gone out and supported for everything, I'm like, hey, you gonna come to the show? You gonna show? Look them in the eyes, and you can see the gears turning of how they can get out of it, and it's hilarious.
Oh, I can't.
It's
think
so
of-
much fun.
I've
It's
never been one of
funny.
those people.
My kid's sick. This is 3 months away. That doesn't work.
Yeah,
Like,
I gotta wash
gotta
my
feed my
hair.
dog.
wait. What kind of sickness? Oh, wait. If it was 3 months in the future, I would have known about it, and I wouldn't be telling you because I know it's hard. But never mind.
Your kid's sick on that date,
Yeah.
3 months away. I hope they die, and then I walk away.
I say all that to the last part because I don't want the karma to. I don't want the karma to like blow out my tire on the way to the show, and I'm just
So,
like,
yeah.
I shouldn't have wished death on that guy's kid.
But it does. It hits you when you expect certain people to be there, and they don't.
Yeah.
And they don't show up, and you're like, well, what the fuck, man? What the fuck?
My buddies in Secret of
Where-
Boris, I hit them all up for the fucking the show. I think they live in Dallas, most of them, and I've seen that band so many times. I had 3 of them on my podcast. None of them came to my birthday show. You fucking assholes! Like, goddamn, I'm like, fucking musicians. It was just one thing. I'm just like, I fucking hate musicians. I love music. Obviously, I got plenty of musician friends, but as a part of me, it's just like, oh, I fucking hate you.
But there will be. I will say this: the opposite
jest.
side of the pendulum there is that people will show up that you weren't expecting.
Yeah,
Now,
no,
they-
that's
and
a
that's
treat.
pretty awesome.
Yeah,
You're
that's
like,
a sweet.
Fuck, I didn't even think you were coming, man. I didn't even think you liked us.
Funny thing
Oh,
about
I loved you.
Funny thing about my birthday show, which you weren't at, but that's fine. I'm
I
just
was
kidding.
out of town
I know, I'm
when
kidding.
that happened.
Dude, you've been to so many. I had to say it because it was
Yeah.
it was funny. Matt, where were you? Anyways,
Last show Dustin and I came to see you. You were actually out of town. You had to go at the last minute.
That was the funniest. I came to see one of your shows and you weren't even there.
Yeah, it was one of your You're Dead shows in September
Dead.
at Jekyll and Hyde's.
You had something conflict.
I was out of town for work.
And
Yes.
I
I was
texted
working
you.
a
I said,
NASCAR race.
I'm at your fucking show. Where the fuck are you? Oh, I'm,
Dude, he
I was
planned it
like-
for 3 months. His mom was sick on that day, dude.
I was
Jesus.
like, should I go there for a crowd that may or may not come out, or do I go get paid $1,500 to work a NASCAR race and drink in another city?
No, that's
I'm gonna
good.
do that.
You're gonna go to the NASCAR race.
Point
but
is
the
that
excuse was your child was sick.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Kyle
As I
Busch was
showed up
still
for you.
alive.
Yes.
And Kyle Busch is still partying, drinking Busch.
What race was that? Might have been Darlington.
Mono
Anyways,
was still pregnant. I remember that.
I was
Yeah, we
drinking
had
at
a
the
pregnant
hotel in
Mono
Sumter.
show.
All right. Anyways, yeah.
Nothing turns me off more. I'm going to say this. Pregnant comedy, out. And then
she's-
once you have your kid and your comedy revolves all around your
that.
kid and the
Yeah.
diaper changing and all that, guy or girl, out.
Never heard that before.
It's like, what can you do? There's a mustard yellow shit. Anybody that's had a kid has had a child that has a mustard yellow shit. It's
Yeah.
not funny.
That's why I never did
It's not
jokes
great.
about mine and my girlfriend's relationship. I'm like, there's something unique, maybe anecdote that's in there, but I'm like, I'm going to talk about weird shit that comes to my head, and it boils down to one word, the name of a Norm Macdonald comedy album that I bought, thinking it was stand-up. It was just sketches. It's just called Ridiculous. Fucking hilarious sketch comedy album, but I'm like, Yeah, to me, my comedy is just ridiculous.
I went
and a lot of
down-
that pertains to anecdotes about my friend's dicks, which is fun. So
and becoming watches.
my birthday show, the guy featuring for me, good buddy Cheyenne Jahani, he's a personal trainer.
Was it his watch? His wristwatch?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, that name made me
Nice
start putting two and two together.
Cheyenne, great friend. I was like, yeah, asked me if it was a feature. He was more than happy to do it. And so it was after the show. I'm talking to my great uncle Don Ferris, my granddad's side, and his, I'm not sure if they're married, his dude, husband, boyfriend, Paul, talking to them. They showed up. Don is in his 80s. Paul's like in his 70s. Don has a cane. They gallivant around. They travel and everything. Couple old gays and just got some money. They travel. They're
Sure.
they get out, like they didn't have to come, but Don had always wanted to see my stand-up, which I never really knew. I'd see the guy intermittently. He's got fantastic social media. He's posting his pictures, and that's how I know he travels a lot. They show up. I see him before the show, talking to him afterwards. I'm still like a few drinks in, talking to him.
God, and
He's
half
like,
your set's really homophobic. How'd that go over?
talking about dicks. How's that homophobic? It's a very pro penis set. But they're like the guy that went up before you, like the Middle Eastern, Cheyenne's Persian.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. They're just like, yeah, we know him. They go to the same gym, and they be like Don or Paul more than Don. Don's get a little on the feeble side, but they both be there, and like they had met at the gym that Cheyenne like takes his clients to or whatever. I'm just like, talk about one of the weirdest fucking coincidences.
Right.
So you have little happy little connection moments like that.
Thomas-
that was neat.
Thomas might remember. I think it was the Mana night when you weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the guy before her brought all his coworkers who had never seen him before,
Oh wow!
never knew he was a comedian or anything,
I'm wondering who was all in that. There's
and he just
Wonder if it
went
was Nick
nuts.
Hawk.
Now they were all laughing. They all loved it, but I was like, man,
it a gay
that's
dude?
ballsy.
Nick
No,
Hawk?
he had a wife.
Okay.
He already said
I
he
think
had a
Nick
wife.
was on that show.
Yeah, he
too.
was.
Yeah.
He was.
Barry.
Yeah,
The fatter dude?
Yeah.
Oh, Barry Whitewater. I love Barry.
yeah, that's who he was.
Yeah, that's who it was.
He was great.
He can be
He's
a little
funny.
curmudgeon-y to me, but part of me is just like, shut up, Barry.
Yeah, he was great, but he had brought
I
all
thought he
his-
lived in Capel or around there, but all right.
But he made the drive to Pantego. He found the way.
Look, he's on the show.
Do you know the way?
But he, he brought his coworkers and stuff.
Was
and
there
they
a
were all
good
like-
crowd that night?
Yeah, it was what, 25, 30
Yeah, about
people?
20,
Oh, okay.
25 people
The thing with
on that
the
side.
thing with the I'm Dead shows that really pissed me off is like one that place had everything I needed. The stage was great, chairs, the lighting was fantastic. You had like a separate room for that. If you didn't want to watch the comedy, you had the other space you could hang out with as long as you shut the fuck up, which some people just couldn't do.
Nope.
But I'm like, this is a great show. It's a great spot, centrally located, Pantego. All you got to do is look it up and see where it's at. I'm like, all these shows should have at least 30 people. But I couldn't, that was my brass ring. I could not reach that, like 30 people. Come on, it's a free fucking show. I got Venmo, QR codes out there. And I'm like, this show should have like 30 people. Like, that would be easy for a free show that, and the nice, cool, local spot people claim to support. No. That's why the last show that had like 4 people, I'm just like, we had one more like planned like in the books. I hadn't put the comics on there yet, and I was just like, I went there one day, talked to John. I'm like, man, I need a break from this. I need a break from producing shows, and that was like fall of last year.
How when you say producing, what all are you doing? Just getting the people together to come up there and
Well, yeah, like
getting the comedians to come do
book
the
the
this show
comics,
together.
host it. In Arlington, there's nowhere to put up flyers because they're not gonna. Local bars don't want that. There's CD Warehouse.
Yeah.
Cool. But besides that, and Dr. Jekyll's, each one in each
Man,
bathroom.
you
But
brought
even
up-
they couldn't get the I believe, and I want to believe that the bartenders there, they want people to come back and see events there, like bands and comedy. But if they can't convince people that already go there to come back for this, I was just like, I'm not going to keep slamming my head against a brick wall.
I love
And
Dr.
not
Jekyll's. It is in kind of a weird spot.
Yeah.
Because you have to, it is a destination. You have to go to it. It's surrounded by awesome stuff.
That's
There's awesome
DFW,
restaurants.
man.
And stuff. But like, if there was a place on Front Street, you brought up Truth and Vinyl, they're off Front Street. But if there was a place on Front Street now, I think it'd do pretty good if one of those. Well, there's not really a bar that would be conducive for a comedy show through there. I don't think.
No, you know what
But-
is and has been my fucking albatross all these goddamn years when I was doing. Did you ever see a show at Sunshine? When I did those, I did a monthly show at Sunshine.
One, yeah. I remember you doing Sunshine.
If I made those work, some were cool, some were fine, some were okay, some were absolute shit shows.
And you have a built-in.
And
bar
that's
crowd
what
there.
was great is like that built-in bar crowd could, depending on how they're feeling that night, could either make it a great show. And I'm like, hey, you guys better be on your shit. These comics are from out of town and staying on my couch. If I did that for 3 years, so like, maybe some almost 40 shows at Sunshine. I wanted to graduate from that across the street to Caves. But the fucking owner of Caves would never let me do one show. And I did not want a goddamn dime out of the place. I want 90 minutes. Friday or Saturday would be really cool. Thursday, you got karaoke. I get it. And then I'm like, give me one Friday or one Saturday. If you want to make this successful, and I can show you how successful it can be, give me 3 shows, 3 months, Friday or Saturday. You have a stage. You have everything. You got a PA. The setup looks like a fucking, like a great comic could film a great, special
the
there.
setups would have been perfect.
I don't want to charge a cover. I'll take up tips after the show. Don't even give free drinks to the comics. I'll buy every comic's first drink, maybe more. And if people don't like it, guess what? They can do what they do when bands are here, karaoke's here.
Go outside.
Go out to the fucking patio. Could not even get one night. And I even was like, all right, me and my buddy Neil that used to work there, he was on board. Everyone to this day probably there is on board with me wanting me doing that because they're like, yeah, it'd be fun. And they hate mostly when the bands are there too because it's annoying. I was even like, fine, give me a fucking Tuesday. I'll promote the shit out of it. I'll be here talking to people about it, point at the flyer. Tuesday, give me a Tuesday. And Neil was like, yeah, how about Tuesdays? Because it's dead. We don't do anything on Tuesday. What do you give me a dead night?
But you have to let Josh and the Jet Noise play there.
Hey.
And that really, that to this day, sticks in my craw. I'm like, if you have karaoke, bands, bingo, trivia, by bar law, you allow comedy.
And karaoke is always the first sign of a bar going just completely to shit.
Well, it's a big night. It's a very successful night for them. It has been for a long time. So I agree, but if it's the right bar, then it's just
that's
the thing
another
to do.
realm.
It has to take the.
That's really weird.
So much
is.
so, Caves has an overflow, or Sunshine has an overflow karaoke night. In case is the line too long? Come over to Caves and sing next to the pool table.
It's crazy.
There's Sunshine.
The people in that scene that make the circuit.
Our last guest, Shannon, he hosts, but it's full band karaoke.
Oh man,
which that's kind of cool because you're up there
That is
performing with
cool.
a band. You got to know, so they do that down at this new venue, My Stomping Grounds.
Oh yeah, down the road from here.
Yep, on Wednesday nights.
I keep trolling people that may or may not have worked there or whatever or started. I'm like, they got any hardcore shows? I'm like, obvious. I looked at the calendar. No, it's a bunch of sit down country cover bullshit. I'm just like, no, you want to make money? Fucking look at. That's why I love about the music I like is I'm like, well, the hot bands sell tickets and go on tour constantly. Yeah, probably they don't make that much, but that's what they do. Mm-hmm. There's some hardcore shows that get fucking packed out.
They're packing rooms. There's a hardcore scene around here that will make it nut to butt in a fucking skate park.
I was gonna go this band Haywire.
Haywire is badass.
They were supposed to play Growl, which I was like, I'll go see that. I'll walk there. It's one street light from my house. I'm like, you know what? I'll go there, Growl, have some good, heavy alcohol percentage beers. I'll walk my ass home. That'll be just fine. Show got too big too fast. They moved it to the small room in Haltom Theater. I was like, fuck. All right, I guess I'll go. And I went. It was $15.
Wait, is there a connection between the two?
That's what I
No,
was
just
wondering.
the promoter needed a bigger venue because they were just.
How big is Growl?
It's, I don't know.
Probably twice, 3 times the size of this room.
But there's no stage, so it's kind of weird.
And that's about the size of the second room at Haltom is
No,
where the kitchen's at up there?
No, the other room.
Oh, the big
Where
room.
not the big theater kind of room, but the small.
Yeah, Growl also has an outdoor stage, but they don't use it year round.
But I went there at Haltom Theater and I saw that and there was 4 locals because all Ozone was there, really like those guys.
Ozone's awesome.
and then DEF CON 1, and then like there was like 4 local openers, and those guys were they probably promoted the shit out of it. They all wanted to see Haywire as well. I left like halfway through Haywire just because I saw all the openers, and I was like, you know what? I'm in my 40s. I paid my $15. I bought some beers.
I'm wore out watching these kids.
And it's starting to rain in this parking lot. It exists, but it ain't the best. I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
And I did. It's a good show, and I'm like, yeah, this is for the kids. But I just wanted to go see a good hardcore show. But I did see Haywire recently. They opened for Drain at AM/FM, so I got to see them on like a big stage, and they brought it, man. And that was a great show. That was like 900 something tickets there. That was a spoon show, and that was great.
All right.
That was also a hardcore show.
How much has the venue changed? I haven't been over there
Which
since
one?
it's AM/FM.
It is now. They moved the stage, so when you're there, the stage is no longer like with the
Facing west into the sun, melting your retinas when you play.
Is that
on it?
like here's the bar to your back and then the stage is to your front? No, it's back up to its original side on the right. So the
Okay.
first band.
So the Ferris wheel is now behind you?
So if the bar's to your back, the Ferris wheel is on there on your left. The ravine buildings, in the distance are to your front, and the stage is on your right. So the first
So they
band
moved it,
is
okay.
kind of in the sun for like the first half of their set.
Well, it used to just face west, like the Death from Above show.
That one was badass.
So it's
When
not
they were facing the west.
No,
it
no.
was
So
like-
the stage where that was, Death from Above, now it's where that stage was. Now it's on the right.
Okay,
That's
good.
where they originally wanted it, but Dallas Code Compliance were being dicks at the time, so they moved it there. But they've always wanted it where it is now, and they're going to keep making like.
And that's closer
improvements
to
on it.
the buses and everything.
Yes.
So,
yeah, literally. Yeah,
Wow.
the RV green room buses area. They
Yeah.
can just go from there to the stage, so it's more convenient
Okay.
for
AMF,
everybody.
where's
That's way cool.
AM/FM located at?
Market Center Boulevard, kind of near-ish to like medieval times, that part of Dallas.
By the Anatole, right down the street from
And
there.
so they have
Rodeo
the-
Goats next door.
They
There's
own-
a Denny's
okay.
next
Yeah,
door.
they own their own
Used to be
parking lot.
Ferris wheelers.
I was
Yes.
wondering if they were going to deal with the same thing we talked about shows back, but about the parking and
Oh,
that Deep Ellum's going through. With
it's the only
vans
one
and
big
trailers.
knock against AM/FM. And
The parking sucks.
It really does at AM/FM.
No. You can't say the parking sucks because something has to exist for you to say it even
Yeah.
sucks.
Do you know, have
It's-
you heard about the new rule that they put in Dallas County?
No.
It's so bands can't come in an extended van of 15 passenger,
Oh God.
and they can't have buses, and they can't have trailers.
But
So
this
they-
is on
they've-
property.
This is on. Well, that's what I'm saying. If it's on property, fine. But they're saying like where bands used to be able to pull up and park.
Yeah, like Donna. We had
Yeah.
we had coned off areas
They
for
won't let you
bands
do that
there.
anymore.
Can't do it anymore.
No
Man,
more.
and when I went down to see Poison Will Converge, my buddy Ryan Hubbard, have you met him? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I was with him and his coworker who had just moved to Texas from Winnipeg, and he was wearing a Seether shirt. And I was just like, I don't think this guy really jives with our music too much. He was totally open to it. He had never been to a standing show. He saw Pantera not that long ago, but it was seated. Mm-hmm. So this was his first like hardcore metal show, and he loved it. He had a great time. His name was Bryce. It was weird. We had Brian, Ryan, and Bryson or something like that. Anyways, we parked near Stubbs, which that venue I'm like, man, it's fine. It's just weird shape and all that. But we'll walk down 6th Street. Like, let's show them 6th Street while the sun's up. And then I remember walking by and 6th Street and from Stubbs down there, we found a restaurant to eat at. There were signs that said bands, musicians loading and unloading because Austin, that's what you are.
They reserve the spot for you.
And what's funny is I don't think I've ever seen a sign like that in Deep Ellum. Maybe, but
It's
That's
maybe
a
I'm
new
not
thing.
sign.
Maybe I'm not looking for them.
We
But
found out the hard way. We were playing Artco, and the sound guy there was like, "Hey, yeah, no, you can just park your. We have a 16-foot trailer, so he's like, just park your truck and trailer here.
Yeah,
and you'll
on
be
the
fine."
side.
And then after we got done with the show, like, thank God we were quick on the loadout because as we're coming out, he sees the meter maid over there, like trying to write us a ticket. She's like, "You can't park trailers on the street anymore. You can't have trucks down here anymore." And when he's like, "What?" He's like, "How are bands supposed to load in?" She goes, "Well, they can come here, drop their stuff, and then they can take their trailer and truck and go park out of town somewhere." and then Uber back.
And
That's
it's
fucked up.
It's screwing up Bomb Factory.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because everybody parks on the side streets
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
alley.
yeah.
Not anymore.
This
Or
is-
out front.
I bought this jacket at a Depot Mart Company show. I like that venue. I've worked.
Yeah, that's a badass
cool
venue.
venue.
I worked a couple shows there.
Yeah,
They
I've seen-
don't really have heavy shows there though. I'm like, come on, guys. Like I got a good space for this.
Yeah, I've seen Pit Brigade and Thumpasaurus there.
Nobody knows who that is, but I saw Cave
The
In and
Sports
Russian
Center
Circles
is your
there.
headquarters for all
Not going to
the
be a very
killing equipment
pit
you'll need.
heavy. I swear to God,
Knives,
Matt, you're
check.
just doing that to fuck
Rope,
with
It's not
me.
Matt.
It's not me.
Dagger. Check.
Well, I don't know. I
Chain,
can't see. I
check.
can barely see you
Rocks,
right there. You're just
check.
a talking head. You
Laser beams. Check.
put your
Active,
hands up like
check.
that, like you don't have like a
Body
foot
bag,
pedal or
check.
something.
My board is
timed
right
out.
here.
Panther City Rebellion Sports
I don't know
Center.
how that. It's all
All
magic
you need
to me.
for revenge
You and
is
your
here
voodoo.
at the Sports
What band
Center.
are you in?
Deadwood Revival.
Okay.
Yeah, cross between like Mumford and Sons and Dave Matthews kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I worked with a Dave Matthews cover band at Sons of Herman Hall.
Oh, right on.
Just two guys. They sometimes have a full band. Just two guys. I was like, two guys.
I hate that
But the
venue.
guy sounded just like Dave Matthews, and I get it. The only thing that sucked about that show is I'm there. GM was great. Sons of Herman Hall, love that place. Historic landmark.
I hated loading when
Yeah.
you played upstairs.
Well,
That's
it's
the
fine for
worst.
them because there's only two of them playing acoustic guitar.
That
but
works.
then I talked to the guy, and nothing in any of the emails or the notes given to me said they're like, "Hey, this is a seated show, right?" And I'm like, "I didn't see anything about that. Like, it's supposed to be a seated show." And I'm like, "Fuck." So there were some chairs on the second floor, but most of them were downstairs, right next to the stairs. So I had to just lug up chairs and set them up. I'm like, "How many tickets are sold?" God damn, it was like 220 something else. And luckily the GM was like, "You don't have to break down the chairs." I was like, "Thank you so much." That was man, but that was like 40, 50 something year old white people having the time of their lives, man. Just all the Dave Matthews hits without the drums too. I'm like, they just
Well, that's what I would go for. I mean, last time I saw Dave Matthews with the Ford Center in OKC, and I got to sit just to the back left, backstage, but back left, just watching Carter Beauford, just sitting there going, "Oh my God, dude, this guy's chewing bubble gum, wearing Nikes, not giving a shit."
When I first heard about Carter Beauford,
Yeah.
I was literally working when I was like 19 or 20 at a Frost Bank that was located either to the right or left of this very building. It was like a 5-6 story building right here. I would exit Holiday to go there. I was a bank
it's down
teller.
there. It's down there, yeah.
Me-
at Roof Snow. Almost Roof Snow.
I was a teller. We had a motor bank of just like 2 lanes and a commercial lane. And the guy I worked with was a guy named Jason, just like a year or two older than me. He was, like me and him, like immediately shit in common, like talking about Anchorman because I was like, pretty hot around then. He gave me a burned copy of it because I didn't see it in the theaters. And then he brought up Carter Beauford because he loved him some Dave Matthews. He was like in band in high school and everything. And I was just like, that's where he told me, he's like, I've watched instructional videos of him. And I was just like, I guess he's hot shit.
'Cause
Man.
I don't like.
He's a badass
I don't
drummer.
like all the the album stuff. There's only like so much that I do like, but their live stuff, even that, there's so much I do like. But just to watch him in person is just like, it's like sitting behind Danny Carey. Like I would love to see those two dudes battle it out on stage.
Trips and Billies.
I mean, fuck.
How's a trip
That would
and
just be,
Billy?
I don't know what I would pay for that.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's there's a limit. But I mean, just to see that happen. Or even what's the drummer from
I've seen Dave Matthews twice, and I just don't get it. They were both times were female driven,
Sure.
and I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
If it had its time and then it fell off, it totally did. But
They're just not.
I can only hear
They're not at
someone
the state fair
honk
level
while they're
yet,
singing.
but I feel they will be because some
One day,
band
again.
there's state county fair, state fair bands, and you're just some are totally fine doing that, but then some bands are just like, this is our tour stop. I had a job in 2024 working with a company that giving out bobbleheads for State Farm, so we set up at Taste of Addison, those types of places, a lot of walking around, and it was one night Sugar Ray was playing, and I was like, oh shit, like Mark McGrath, I follow him on Twitter. I was like, hey, if you want to come by the State Farm booth, he's like, and then he actually replied back, he was just like, hey, if I can, man, but happy, it was like I was working on my birthday during that. He's like, happy birthday, man, I'll come by if I can. He didn't, but it was cool that he did. But then So they played one night, but then this other band, Shepherd, they had that song like, "Hey, say Geronimo." Say, remember that song?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's a cool song. It's an earworm. But they were playing during my break, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna see if they play that song. I got like 4 songs in. I'm just like, but I looked. I was like, Shepherd's playing, and that they were on tour, but their tour stop was for here, Taste of Addison. And I was just like, oh, so they weren't even. It was so weird to me because they're like, I guess playing venues, but their tour stop in DFW was Taste of Addison. So you had to buy a ticket to Taste of Addison to see them at like 3:30.
And that radius clause is brutal for Taste of Addison.
Sweltering heat. That's why I had to go down to Austin to see fucking Poison Well and Converge because Poison Well's playing that Sick New World bullshit.
Yeah, we're getting fucked on all that. Everybody that's rolling around right now is not coming through here because of Sick New World.
I'm hoping they Converge second album come through Dallas again. Anyways.
Has Deadwood been asked to play the Freedom 250 yet?
Nope. No, sir.
Well,
Deadwood, CNC Music Factory.
Shipped in a
Ice
box.
Cube.
No, I'm good.
The first like five things I saw about that were all funny, and then eventually I'm just like, okay, I get it. Yeah. The Muppets Band. Yeah. Whatever their name is. I get it. But the first few, you're like, oh, great. And then the bit got old really quickly.
Well, and I started seeing the bit come up, the memes.
Yeah.
And then I saw the list of actual bands and was confused. Is this still the bit? Or is this like, what the fuck?
I brought it to my girlfriend. I was just like, is this the updated list? Or she's like, I don't know. Like, because some say they dropped, some say they never confirmed. So I don't know.
Milli Vanilli CNC.
I don't know how they're. Wait, I'm curious how.
Well, I mean,
there are some acts out there that would be like, fuck yeah. I'm like, why didn't they get those? Were they booked?
Toby Keith's dead.
Well, there's have Travis Tritt play for 3 hours. I know he would be cool with it. And
Rob Pilatus is dead too from Milli Vanilli.
And then I'm like, well, there's got to be more Travis Tritts of the world and
are the
very
two
pro-Trump musicians.
There are. One of them committed suicide.
From Milli Vanilli?
Yeah.
All these years later to find out that everybody lip sings in that business part of side. Shit.
Unless
it
was the
dead
true
up there going
musicians.
Dead in just going.
Unless someone else committed suicide and he just took credit for it.
I see what you did there.
I see what you did.
I don't know. Okay. Yeah. I still got the chops. I'll never regret doing comedy because it's a skill I've learned that few people have ever done. Like the whole public speaking thing. A lot of people are just like, I'd never do that. I'm dying inside thinking about it right now. I'm just kind of like, whatever, dude. I've eaten shit in front of strangers before. I've also made strangers laugh their ass off. Like
that was something I wanted to ask you. Was like, okay, opening for the Tim Dillon show. Did you get did that boost a following at all? Or were you tracking any of that at that time?
No,
were you looking at anything?
Never. Because I've always interacted with the people who I would think be my fans, and hopefully come to shows. It was people I actually knew. And this is on me for not doing it, not like clipping. I also think my comedy is not that clippable because the bits are like 3-5 minutes long, and it's like, well, the clip's got to be like a minute and a half or something like that. And I'm like, I guess it's like asking, hey, Mastodon, put out a 2-minute clip of a song or write a 2-minute long song. And they're like, I don't know, maybe on the early shit we had a couple of things like that, but those were, ripping tracks.
We don't know how to do it anymore.
But I'm like,
you don't have to worry about that now because now they're asking for like 3 minutes on like TikTok.
I know, and I'm like,
then we went all the way down to like 5 seconds, and now it's like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Does your singer have good banter? Oh yeah, and it kind of sounds like I'll go, and I'm like, all right, like like Kuba Khan, it was just like, oh, the singer's like saying, "Shake your asses for me, mom." I'm like, yeah, but then they go into breakdowns, and that's just what they are.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they got a boost, and I'm fucking loving the Crowbar revival.
Are you?
Because one, I've seen it. They played Spoon booked them on the outside patio of Dada with I Hate God, and I had a flight to go work a NASCAR race the next morning. I was like, fuck, no, I got to see this. And I could have gone home earlier, but I was like, nah. And I saw the kids, and maybe this was happening on TikTok then, but I saw the kids fucking moshing and loving it to Crowbar. And I was just, and then, and they just came through again. My buddy Regis, his band Bull by the Horn, got to open up for them at Haltom Theater, which is great. And I'm like, the kids are, and it's, I guess it's through TikTok. And then from that, they see and hear what they're playing live and then go check out the music. Yep. And they realize, oh, I like some metals, maybe some bullshit like Motionless in White or some garbage metalcore. Then they realize, oh, no one's playing sick riffs like Kirk and company. Or
Okay,
John Crowbar, as they call it, which I fucking love. Like, who's that guy? John Crowbar? I'm like, yeah, not Kirk Winstead. John Crowbar. Call him that. What's up?
We hung out at Acid Bath, and that blew my mind. All the kids there that were into Acid Bath, a band that had never toured in those kids' lives,
Yeah.
and they knew every word. That
Because-
blew my mind.
What's undeniable in heavy music? Hey, I love me some breakdowns. I'll throw in some Acacia Strains, some Kublai, just something with some breakdowns. But man, one thing I love about Cave In, Every Time I Die, Crowbar, sweet riffs, man. You get like you don't want to mosh, you don't want to exert too much energy. You're at a show, hardcore pits, yeah, cool. But man, I want to hear some loud music, fast, heavy. You get some sweet riffs in there. And you're just like, oh, and there's some bands that got some sweet riffs. And,
I need a car bomb
Acid
show,
Bath?
please.
those riffs are undeniable, man.
Yeah,
And-
kids love it.
And yeah, and Baroness, sweet riffs, and just I did think that
Love
set
Baroness.
list. I get it. They had a fill-in drummer. That set list seemed a little short, but that was fine.
It was
They-
everything I wanted to hear.
I was gonna be there if Baroness wasn't even on the show. That was
Yeah.
just a bonus for me, and we love some Baroness. But
Yeah.
hey, we saw him play for 2.5 hours. That was awesome.
Yeah, and they had that surprise show
Yeah.
Double Wide, which I
I
fucking
didn't
wish I would have made it.
My buddy Nick went to that.
I was there.
I know you were there, Dustin.
I was there. That was fun.
Yeah, that was.
When they were all done, they just set everything down and came out and hung out with us all night.
I know, and they're just
And
awesome like that. I mean,
What pisses me off is I didn't buy his pedal that night, and
Oh,
he
you
only had
could've? Oh.
he had a limited number, and I was like, man,
And you was selling them at the show?
yeah.
Shit.
And I can't remember if it was right after that we saw him at Flatstock at South by Southwest in Austin, and I was like, man, do you have any? John, do you have any pedals with you? He's like, no.
I call him John.
But I hung out.
John Crowbar.
Me, me and Will
they
hung
might
out
be making
watching-
shirts soon that say John Crowbar.
Hey, there's your callback.
There you go. But he was sitting there just drawing. No one was talking to him.
Oh.
But he was sitting there working on
His art's
on
so
one of his
sweet.
thing, and we just walked over and started talking to him for an hour about all sorts of shit.
That's awesome.
And he was so cool,
I've
And
never
he's
seen-
like he looked at me and Will and goes, I know you guys. It's like, yeah, double wide. And he's like, oh fuck yeah, double wide.
Think he's ever
that's
going to get
cool.
down to the point where some new kid comes up to him and goes, "Excuse me, Mr. Crowbar."
John,
You're
Crowbar?
thinking of Kirk, but yeah, John.
It's me.
I did.
What
I had
do
a
you mean?
very early smartphone at the time. When I saw Down at Trees, I was on the outside patio and Kirk was there. I was like, I took a picture, but I went back, looked at it, and go, you can barely see what's even happening on this. I'm like, well, never mind. That picture's worthless. But Down was sweet. Anyways, I'll burn some. You want to burn some bridges with me?
New Down album coming.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah. What bridges are we burning?
I don't know. I just want to say, fuck Hyenas. That fucking place, man. Here's what pisses me
I still
off.
haven't been to the new place on Main Street.
The what? What?
That new comedy
Big Laugh?
joint. Yeah, Big Laugh.
Oh,
I've heard
Dude,
some
that-
shit about that place.
Oh my god, you like unconnected. Like I could hear some shit. There's the shit I'm gonna hear. If you just know bartenders, like that work there, and they're like, yeah, they steal your tips. And this is Big Laugh, by the way. Hyenas is his own shit show. But that like it's a functioning business. Big Laugh though, the owner hired. I'm not sure. I'll say it for him, Mr. Nick McClanahan. He did a lot of like carpentry work, and that fucker did not pay him. Maybe a little bit. So you have, and that's maybe a few other people like that. He did not pay them for just shit to like get the club going before they opened, and then like they can't keep waiters on and bartenders on because they're like stealing their paychecks and tips and shit like that. And the only reason that place still exists is one, the burger company in there. It's like a highfalutin burger chain, or
and they're
something.
expensive as fuck.
Yeah,
But they're open
all right.
every day during the week and everything, so they're making
So that
money.
pays some of their rent, and then they did have like a podcast studio or something like that, and then like they book. I assume the headliners get paid because otherwise the agents, they would get around between the agents. They wouldn't book. The headliners get paid. Comics probably not.
Let's
the
call
openers,
Paulie. He
Oh.
seems to be there all the time. Let's call Paulie.
Who Polly?
Sure.
Oh,
And see if he's getting paid there.
What, Big Laugh? I thought he did Hyenas.
He's the last few times he's been at Big
Oh,
Laugh.
and then my buddy JT, he was there with Eddie Pepitone at Big Laugh. He hit me up. He's like, "We know about Big Laugh," and I go, "Ha ha ha!" And I just found this thread on this DFW comedian's Facebook
Did they do
group.
it?
Yep.
Yeah, he did it because
They did.
Eddie's going to get paid, and Eddie's probably paying JT. And JT, I love him, but I'm like, that's one of the old punk rock. That's one of the least punk rock things, man. Also, I was available to open the show. I don't give a fuck if I got paid or not. I just want to open a show for JT and Eddie. And like JT's like, well, Eddie's agent hates me and everything. I'm just like, oh, Mr. Fuck agents over here. And I don't know. Also, I'm
love
like,
those
the
two.
show's
They're
going to
great.
have an opener. Tell them you know a Dallas comic that can open the show for your crowd. That's what also happens. Like, hey, there's these two metal bands. I'm a metal band. No, we're going to leave it up to the venue to book a country band or like to open. I'm like, no, you know who should open the show.
Yeah.
And that's what I fucking hate sometimes.
Yeah.
Like some comedy clubs like know that. Comedy clubs in DFW, they for the longest time they haven't given a shit about growing the scene because most of them don't need to. Like the Improvs. Love the Improvs.
They don't need any work.
Addison
though.
Arlington Improv, cool. Biggest show I've ever done was there. Opened up for Trey Crowder. You did one night, sold it out, and I featured. And
That's a nice room.
it was great. Addison Improv,
Yeah, that's a good one too.
John and the other manager there, they treated you like adults, which they'd tell you yes.
Everybody loves
or they
Addison.
tell you no. Or if you're trying to get stage time, they'd be like, yes, no. What do you need for being a show? And they would talk to you like an adult. This is what we need to see from you as a comic. Love that. And the Improv, that's all what we've wanted to do. That's the best. They had the best comics coming through. Wait staff's great. I hung out the quarter bar with the wait staff and comics before. Love that bar too. But Improv's great. Hyenas, I would work Hyenas. And cool, I get some weekends. I got one of the Shane Gillis shows. My buddy Joey got the other one in Dallas. I got that Tim Dillon weekend and shit like that. I was steadily working at Hyenas. And then this one guy, his name, Nate, forget his last name. This fucking pipsqueak is the best way to call him. He wormed his way up to be a manager of the Dallas location. And he was a failed comic, worked his way into working for the club, and no comics liked him. But now he has, as a person nobody
Clout.
likes, but now he has power. Mm-hmm. And then I'm sitting here I'm trying to figure out why I'm not even getting the free Thursday shows anymore. Maybe maybe it was because the last time I was there, I was doing one of the Hyenas Fort Worth 325 Thursday shows, and I'm like, I think it was like close to my birthday one of these years. It was something like that. I'm like, hey, come celebrate my birthday with me. I'm doing 25 minutes. It's called 325. I'm in the green room, and then
Those were fun shows too.
they added
I
on
forgot about
2
that.
other comics.
I remember that night.
And it cut into my time. Like they're like, I'm doing 15. I'm like, that's not the point of the show. So
Susie and I were down there.
I
for one of those.
bitched.
Yeah, that
I
was
bitched
shitty.
about it. I'm like, well, I'm gonna sit here. I'm like, I fucking invited people. Like use my birthday. I pressed the birthday button, which is what you do as a performer. Birthday, come out.
I always put it on my drummer, make him sing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like you did like special occasion, album release, birthday, whatever. And then I was just like, I'm fighting for my time. So they got me back up to 20. So maybe that's it. But also, I just wanted a good, clear-cut answer as to why I'm not getting booked anymore. And that guy, Nate, wouldn't ever reply to my messages. And so I texted the owner, Randy. And then what's funny, like 5 minutes later, I got a message from Nate. So he told Nate to tell me to like fuck off. I'm like, that's all I need. Now,
Did he literally tell you to fuck off?
No, but like in a
One of those,
shitty kind of.
well, booking's been weird and blah blah blah. One of
No,
those
just kind of like,
about-
yeah, we'll reach out to you when we do, or something like that. I'm like, a fuck off would have been more clear, but also I'd
Yeah.
like to know why. Oh, is it because I stood up for myself? That one time you're throwing in this one comic that does not need to work on this 10 minutes, and this, and like someone wanted to film a 10-minute clip or something like that. I'm just like, let them do it some other fucking time. I'm like, I want to do 25 minutes tonight. I came in here thinking I'm doing 25 minutes. So now I got to go through my set list and cut shit out that, I don't want to do because,
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I'm getting paid $50 for this show. You don't have to pay me at all. Like, I don't give a shit. Let me do 25 minutes in front of a crowd of 100 something people.
Right.
And that's, but that, and also because, and shit the well can just run dry and you don't even know. And you're just kind of like, what the fuck? And so I haven't been back to that place ever since. And
Was Hyena Which one was the one that went into city streets?
That's Hyenas.
That's
Fort
Hyenas.
Worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that was a weird.
And I spent so much time. I started at the Arlington location.
Yeah, I
and
remember
they
that.
had Arlington and the old Fort Worth location. Then they shut down Arlington around the same time they opened up Dallas. Dallas was fine, but the better shows and the better crowds were at Fort Worth, and that was like cool. Downtown Fort Worth, you can park for free. You're right there. Like a basement setting, which was nice. I like, but then
What?
and then I just hate being told, giving no reason, like, oh, it's not booking you anymore. But no one's even saying we're not booking you anymore. It's just kind of like, eh. And then like Big Laugh, I'd done like maybe one show there, literally 6 people there. One of them was the owner of a Dr. Jekyll's and his girlfriend. They had a good time, and it was just like, this fucking sucks.
Well,
but
like
they got
when
their own bag
when they
of
tell
shit.
you that shit, you're expecting like you want the critique. Like you want to be, why are you not booking me anymore?
Yeah, tell me why.
Tell me
Like,
why. I want to be able to adjust this if something's wrong.
Please tell me if I did something wrong, because no one told me I did. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't have a starting off point. I didn't get fucked up. I didn't go up and drunk.
Right.
I buy drinks from the bar, like nice to the,
Right.
The only positive about Hyenas Arlington, Eric, the manager, he was nice. He would also tell you that I would go talk to him. I'd maybe go up there and do an open mic and be like, why am I not getting booked anymore, Eric? He's like, I don't know, man. I'm not in charge of that. I wish I had an answer for you.
Arlington's gone, right? Hyenas. Arlington.
Arlington, yeah, it's long
'Cause-
gone. Sorry,
yeah,
did I
okay.
say Arlington?
Yeah.
But like Eric at Fort Worth, always a nice guy. And he would just tell you, he's like, and I know he's not involved in booking. He's getting yelled at by drunk patrons. I'm like, I get it. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not. I know this is on you. I just need to vent to somebody that is related to this place, and you are. And I'm like, I'm not saying, I just need an ear of somebody that, I know you don't have any insight to it, but I just need you to hear it.
It also makes
let
me
you know
wonder
where
too
I'm
about
coming
like out of state, other cities and stuff like that. Like if in the comedy world, what we're experiencing over here is translating over there, where a lot of places are just only booking local. And they won't book out of state bands. They won't, do that. So I wonder if that translates to the comedy world as well. I know I talk to like 4 different agents every week, and they're all telling me the same thing. Like, well, yeah, we'd love to get you on a route through whatever, Utah or whatever, but they're not booking out-of-state bands in this area. I'm like, what?
That's weird.
Why? Well, so you're sticking with strictly cover? And,
it sounds like you got an operation. You'll have a fan base.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I figure with like what you told me, you'll had like the van and all that, and with obviously, I think a comedy club, they're booking people with the draw.
Yeah.
They're still doing 325 shows at Hyenas.
Oh yeah. They'll still do it, and I've seen some buddies. I'm like, you know what? Good for them. They started out raw, like we all do, but like, hey, I might have had them on a show, and I'm like, can you do 10 minutes? They're like, yeah. Or they're like, or they came up to me. They're like, can I do a show? I haven't done 10 minutes before. Really like to do it. I'm like, yeah, that's great. That's exactly what I want to hear, is someone that's like, I want the opportunity. I haven't had it yet. And that's what my shows are for, is like, hey, are you doing guest spots, but you think you can do 10 minutes? Or
Sure.
you've been doing hosting for 10, 12 minutes, but you want to do 15 to 20? Like, that's what my shows are for, is those intermediate shows to prove to yourself that you can do it. And that's exactly, because that's what the opportunities I would have wanted.
Right.
And, they were probably there or whatever, but I'm like, yeah, I want, are you an open micer? You want to do a guest spot on a show?
Sure.
Guest spot to 10 minutes, whatever. And that's kind of what those shows are for. Like, people that might not feature on a weekend, at first they're going to give them a 25-minute spot on that. And I've seen some buddies that got into hosting. My buddy Hugo, he's
I was
doing
looking at
those
this
now.
list of what's upcoming, because I haven't looked over there in a while. And there's a ton of people. I have no idea who they are. Never heard of them. But then they've got some heavy hitters coming.
No, they'll do that.
So I was like,
I got a couple of questions for you. Two parts. We'll start with your best one. What was your best show? Like, one, you walked off the stage and went, damn, this is why I do this. And then the second one is, what was your worst interaction in a show that made you leave the stage and go, what the fuck?
Oh, okay. Best show, maybe my birthday show last year. I did have a set list in front of me, just because I was like also not doing comedy that frequently, but also I'm like, I just wanted a guideline, like a set list.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm putting that on stage. I'm putting that on the monitor. No one could, or on the stool. I think I had it, but that way I just know where I'm going. Also, I'm nervous.
The old secret. I'm going to go over and get a drink.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But also that just keeps me on track.
Right.
And I can.
Totally.
I still got it out there. It was a very fun set.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. Now, pressure of bringing the audience aside, which is great because that was friends and everything. They're gonna laugh at my shit. Also, it's fucking ridiculous and full of filthy words and everything. But probably the Trey Crowder show, because that was, I think, sold out. Arlington Improv is 400, and that was the biggest show I did, and I got to feature. And I don't think he wanted to be squeaky clean. Dusty Slay. I did open for Dusty Slay one time. That was great. He's pretty, very clean.
I was gonna say he's.
I had to clarify.
Everything I've seen of him is
in my opening bit. Can I say the word cock ring? I'm like, I'm not gonna go and like cocks and everything. I just it's like my dad getting rings for bowling 300s, and I say he gets a cock ring, like as a 6-300. So he's like, yeah, that's fine. Trey Crowder. I didn't go like extremely dirty or anything. Maybe I did or didn't. I don't know, but. Did a 25 for that. And then at the end, I'm in the green room. And then me and the opener Crux, we're in the green room. Trey's in there. He's like, how much y'all get paid? And we just gotten checks from the club manager. He's like, oh, cool. What's your Venmo? He sent us like what we got paid on top of that.
Oh, wow.
Which
That's
was,
good.
I
That's
was
cool.
like,
Oh,
damn.
that's
And then a part
awesome,
of me is
man.
just like, oh, I was like, fucking up. We're like, cool. And a part of me is just like, damn, dude. Like, he was doing like one date tours, like doing a tour, but like one date. A part of me is just like, damn, he sold out this show. Why didn't he do a second one this night?
Yeah, right.
What I could have got. I don't care if it could be 200 people. I don't give a shit. I want to do that again, and that's what's so great about the weekends.
Yeah.
Is getting weekends at clubs, whether you're local, touring headliner. To me, that was like the goal. I'm like, man, get a touring headliner and fly to different cities, maybe drive. You're in town for like 3-4 days. Do like 6, 7, 8 shows depending on how big you are or whatever.
Yep.
Like it sounds great because then that's also it's like a self perpetuating perpetual motion machine almost where when you get those weekends because you do a one-off show, maybe it's a Friday, maybe it's a good bar show or whatever, and then cool, and then that's it.
Right.
And then your next one's coming up. I don't know, in a week, in a couple weeks. But when you get a weekend at a club.
Yep.
That's anywhere from 3 to 8 shows, depending on what the club is, how many shows. Because some fucking people like they keep adding on shows because it's like, well, guess it's matinee show at Sunday at 3 p.m. because you've sold out everything.
Sure.
Then,
That's
well,
what's
guess what?
weird about
Maybe you got the same openers
on this weekend, Saturday. Nate Benghazi's here, and a guy I work with is going, and I was like, he's like. Yeah, I got to be there early. And I was like, so what's early, like 7 o'clock, something like that? No, he's like, it's a 1 o'clock show.
Yeah.
At Dickey's. He's doing, I guess, 3 shows Saturday night at Dickey's.
Wow.
And it takes a while to get all
All
those people in
sold
and get them
I'm
out.
like, good God.
Clean it up for the next crowd, which I'm like, I guess, but a venue that big for comedy, I'm just like, I get, especially such a low energy guy like Nate Bargatze, who is, and what's funny is, I don't think a lot of people realize he's very conservative. He's just like, oh, shucksy, kind of like dad, I'm dumb kind of a thing. This guy, Chris Tellez, we were talking about him one time. He lives in Austin now. And he said he was like at a comedy festival and Nate Bargatze was just like drunk off his ass. He's like drunk off his ass trying to give people this Glenn Beck book. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a side that we're not seeing. One, he probably doesn't drink anymore because he's probably just lame, all shucksy dude.
Yeah.
And but obviously he's not going to post about any of this. That's not his brand. But that is, look at where he's from. He's a family man and everything.
Nashville.
He's probably very conservative, but that's not going to come out in his act. It's just who he is, which is the way we used to keep it.
Right.
I forgot.
Don't ask, don't tell. I don't care about who you vote or who you vote for.
His movie just
I don't
came
want to
out.
know your politics.
One of the reviews for the movie cracked me up that I saw. It was like, it's so tame it puts you to sleep.
Oh shit.
Which
was like,
I
damn.
believe. I believe that, which there's no appeal for me to watch that just because he's a funny guy, but I'm just like, I feel like it's overinflated how popular he is.
Well, and then I start questioning it. Like, this guy's got to have a tirade every once in a while where he just unleashes holy hell of vulgarity on people. But I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, and there's some comics. I don't understand when comics started fucking hosting game shows. Like
Louis Anderson with Family Feud.
Even that, like, I barely put that in there. He almost seemed like a fill and get. Like, that was before this phenomenon of just like, here's a brand new show. At least Family Feud was like during the day. Like that.
Steve
like,
Harvey too. Yeah.
Under my radar, maybe Steve Harvey was the genesis of it. But now it's these new game shows on Channel 8 or 5 at 8 p.m. Like the best time slot, and then it's just Taylor Tomlinson, hosting a game show. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, no, she's great. She's a great comic. Don't do that to her. Like, oh, you're funny. You can do. I'm like, no, it's a game show. It's schlock. Who gives a shit? Like, stop putting that in prime time. It's cheap and it's bullshit.
So would you say
It's
that's part of the
slop.
reasons why you got out of comedy to address Justin's second question?
Yeah.
Oh, the worst show. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
I've bombed plenty of times. Trying to think about. I remember doing a show. Oh, I got two examples. I remember doing a show. I forget the name of it. It was kind of in the South Side area. I forget who put it on. I may have said something racially charged of sorts.
It wasn't one of the
What did I say?
Panther City Barbecue before it was Panther City Barbecue.
No, it was just a
the
little
bar
further
and
off
they-
the beaten path. I can't
that
remember.
outdoor stage.
Man, I'm like, it's one of those things where I'm even glad I'm having a hard time remembering, because it was one of those memories where you asked me like 6 years ago and I'd be like, oh shit. And then all the details would start filing in. I'd be like, and like slightly embarrassed all over again. But I was pretty drunk, having a good set. And then I took a joke too far. Oh, I remember now, because it was when the Olympics was in Brazil. And then I had a great joke about, because it was also out about how all the Olympians just love fucking each other. Mm-hmm. And then I was just like, well, that's great. Oh, that's good. That's good material right there. All right, let's talk about that. And then I was like, oh, it's in Brazil with the world's sexiest people. Mm-hmm. And so I had a joke about that. And one of the punchlines was like, that giant Jesus statue is going to be crying a river of blood into the Amazon with all the hedonism going on there, which I love. I'm like,
That's a great joke.
no. That's what's great is like, cool. Maybe I should have stopped there. But then I was like, where else can we go? And I was just working out this bit. So it was just part of my, whatever set I was doing at the time. And I love the idea of just like Olympians and Brazilians and all that and imagery in Brazil. And then I was like, but at the Olympian orgy, like everyone's involved. And then this joke, okay, you get any number. This is what the bit was, but let's talk about race for a second. You get any number of people in one race, and you get 100, 200 people of one race, and you put them in a room, and you take someone that's not a part of that race, and you put them there. They might have a hard time telling them apart. And we've had this happen with white. We're white here. You go to some place and you go to Uptown in Dallas, you go to one of those bars, you see a lot of dudes that are 22, 23, and you're like, I couldn't tell them apart because they're all wearing slightly different color. Yeah.
I've been to Chinatown in New York.
That's where I'm going with the Asians.
Oh.
I said something about like Chinese high divers, and it's because they got the one piece, and I meant the joke was referring to like how Asians look a little, it was like something about the Asian high diver, and I'm like, they take they're like their pants off. I'm like, I still don't know what you are, but let's do it. It was something like that.
Damn.
It was talk about the not androgyny, but the classic, American comedy racial throwback of like all these Asians look similar, and I'm like, and they're not the most heavily chested people, but especially in athletic forms, an A cup might resemble a dude that's pecked out.
Yeah.
So it was like the androgyny of an athletic Asian person. And I went with that because that was part of the bit, and it worked well at the Aussie Rabbit open mic. So I figured and this Asian dude was there that I kind of knew, and he got pissed, kind of yelled. He wanted to fight me at the end of it. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. I got drunk. I went way too far. I tried to apologize. Like, we would see each other in the South Side area." And
Did he heckle you from the crowd?
like at first, and then like one of the other comics.
But then he
had
started
to
with,
call me.
"Oh."
And he's like, I get it. No, I'm right there with you.
Is he like,
Then he wanted
"Oh, you don't know that."
Then he wanted to kung fu fight.
Yes,
no,
that's
and
what
I
damn
took
it.
it too far. And then, well, here's the thing: is I addressed whatever he was saying, and that's where I went over the line. And I'm like, even he told me, he's like, it was fine what you were saying, but then I was like, oh, I was riding high too with that joke. I should have just stopped and realized like, oh shit, and just let the last comic go up. But oh man, I can't believe I remember that bit.
"Oh, you took it too far."
And I was like, oh, sorry, man. I was just like, oh, Chinese high diver. And, it was just, yeah. Poor form on my part. Now, professionally embarrassing. That was a bar show. Who gives a shit? And Alan, that was his name. Alan. He's like a chef. Anyway, we've made plenty of men since then.
I just got.
I know who you're talking
I just
about.
got the idea for your next podcast. We have a deal we do called a bit called Bustin' that we do on the show, but Breckenridge, and it could just be firing away at all those and just
at all the races.
busting with Breckenridge.
And then okay, so this was like the most. I was still pretty green into like I was hosting Hyenas Fort Worth, old location, and I forget who the headliner was, but I was hosting, and last minute I switched up the order of my jokes, thinking they would hit better. I shouldn't have done that. I might have sucked either way, but the set did not go well. Okay, whatever. It happens. It's on me. Whatever. Owner was there. Vinnie Paul was coming to the next show. And there was one thing, like Randy, owner of Hyenas, I'm like, oh, fuck, he hangs out with fucking Pantera dudes. I live in Arlington. Maybe I can go fucking party with Vinnie Paul. Like, that would be awesome. I love metal. I'm one of the rare comics that loves this shit and everything. I was like, sweet, I can perform. I think I knew that he might have been coming or maybe not. But I was I'm like, cool, maybe Vinny sees one of my sets, like, oh, this is cool shit, man, rock and roll, whatever. Well, it turns out he was coming to the second show, and I bombed the first show, so they called this guy Rich Estrada, who's whatever comic, but also just the guy we shit on a lot. He lived in Plano at this time, and so they called him, so he drove his ass to replace me on the second show. Oh. I stayed. I watched it. I wasn't going to just duck and run. Yeah. I was just like, I took my lumps, and but hey, that's like, it was embarrassing, but also I'm like,
tell me that you Asian guyed this dude, like your show, just, oh, you took it too far.
No,
this show sucks.
Like there's so many other comics I wouldn't have mind. The most it's hard to a comic from that time would agree with me. I'm like, that was the most embarrassing part, is being replaced by Rich Estrada. There's plenty of other comics I've been like, I sucked. Oh, this guy's here. Okay, I get it. That's fine.
Yeah.
But
then
like,
you followed
him. Oh,
You followed Rich on Instagram, and 2 days later, he's at Vinnie Paul's house.
oh,
hanging
that
out.
would be. Oh,
Man, you would've
I
just
bet
been
he
like,
couldn't name you a Pantera album.
Oh.
But that was. Man, I forgot about that Asian.
Hello,
guy.
shoppers. This year's ladies' departments will feature many fresh, new, exciting personal pleasure items to choose from. Highlighted by
But that joke
separated
was
seasonal
inclusive,
colors in
because
each
even though I
department.
expressed
In your ladies' department,
androgyny
such names
towards
as Lilo,
an Asian
Love Honey,
Olympian,
Wild
I
Secrets,
still in the joke
and
invited
Cal
him just
Exotics
like, yeah,
will
come
present
on,
up-to-date styles in an
invited
array
them
of
to the
personal pleasure
sexual
devices.
hedonism of an Olympian.
Items
They're
like
still an
clitoral
Olympian
vibrators,
and deserve to be part of the
G-spot
orgy.
vibrators, and
Which would be
thrusting
funny if I
vibrators
got to
will
that point
surely
in the
accent
bit where I was
anyone's
purposely
spring
trying to
or
piss
summer
people
wardrobe.
off.
There
But
will also be an exciting
Jesus
new
Christ.
collection
I know, right?
of BDSM gear.
What kind of professional
strap-ons,
setup
and
you'll have
anal
here? You got
plug
merch.
collections that are designed
You have a
for
whole
easy
separate
mix
separate
and
sound
match
booth, but
for
you
those
can't keep
spring
these
and
things
summer
from that.
events.
Come
So
on.
head on over to our ladies' department today.
What are these? What are these things?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. If this is just a bit to fuck with me, I'm gonna be very.
Oh, no,
upset.
it's not.
no, he's
Okay.
fucking with me.
No.
Oh.
Yes.
No, this is
cell?
we'll get to it here in a little bit.
So yeah, I almost got in a fight for comedy because I was drunk. I took shit too far, and I mean,
It
I
happens.
feel like every comic should do that at some point, It's not. It wasn't even because like I was like pointing at hecklers, which is also just I hate that. I guess it's still a thing of just like a comedian. You record 100 shows and then you devote too much fucking time to like crowd work, and then it's like that guy Steve Hofstetter, that big. Nobody in the comedy world fucking likes that guy, and you see a track that's all caps and it says "comedian takes down heckler." It's him, and his name's not even there because he's a fucking nobody. He sells tickets now because people are just like, oh,
Yeah.
like he records all of his sets and he baits people. Apparently, it's part of a Q&A he does at the end, where it's part of a Q&A and someone says something, then they say something he may or may not agree with.
Then he cuts it up.
He takes them down as a heckler. It was not even like a real heckler. Also, you have to record all of your sets. Hey, how about this? You record a good comedy bit and you make me want to see you. Instead of this heckler takedown god you present yourself to be, which he's not.
That seems very
what?
hackish.
Fuck Steve Hofstetter.
You know what
Yeah, there you
shocked
go.
me
There you go.
was when Jeremy and I were in New York and we ran into Gotham in the middle of the day. It was like a matinee show, and we just happened to be up in Hell's Kitchen. We're like, hey, Gotham opens at
That's where Daredevil is.
like 3. Let's run in there, grab a drink, and just see local comedy, chill out for a little bit, rest, because we've been walking all day. And we walk in there, and homeboy from Silicon Valley's in there.
TJ Miller?
Yeah, TJ Miller. Set up his tripod, set up his phone, everything, recorded his set. Half of it was heckling me and Jeremy. He really went off on Jeremy because he's wearing a Houston Astros hat and destroyed him and like was going on. But it was super interesting to see someone like that. This is post Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
You know,
you've made
like
your
he's
nut.
made
Yeah.
his nut. He's been on all sorts of shows. He was on, what was that? Crashing.
Hello,
Done
shoppers.
stuff on that. Whoa. And, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
It's pretty interesting.
I was about to be like, dude, just interrupt
I
yourself.
knew they were in control
Hello,
of this.
shoppers.
God.
I really don't know why I chose to do this job. You think that it would be easy, sitting here talking into a microphone.
We can just have a regular
but it's
podcast. They don't need to
exhausting.
do this.
Hold
Y'all don't
on.
need to
All
do
I
this.
I'll cut
want
it
to do is to feel the sweet release
Oh,
of
yeah.
that
Yeah,
sweet
that'll be
black
great. And then I'm
tar
complaining
heroin.
about
Here's
nothing.
my
Yeah,
thing.
no, you got to leave
Y'all
it
are
in.
missing
Otherwise,
it.
reading this
I don't
copy
care.
can afford it.
It's not-
There was a point to
The
all
only
this.
other way out that I can see is by using this revolver I have in my left hand. Each spin of the chamber
Can I just be
being
treated
one
like a
more
human being with
off-ramp to
respect?
the freeway of life. Oh well, I guess
I
I'll
remember
just
telling
let you know that
Stubbs one time, be like,
life-size
"Hey,
Skip
do you know I'm a
Redstone
guest on your
felt
show?"
puppets are available
Because
today
he
in the
kept up
fabrics
talking
department.
over me.
These limited edition puppets will be the hit of the holiday season and have your family laughing around the dinner table. So get your Skip Redstone puppet today,
Okay.
or so help me God, I'll shove his red felt torso down your throat.
Is the bit that the former comedian on the show, is not in on the bit too? So I'm just going to be bitching and complaining
So the
about
bit
this
was-
technical difficulty you have for some reason. This professional
I wonder if
recording
Skip.
studio.
This week, a story had been circulating all over all sorts of stuff that this guy had been collecting old Kmart tapes. They used to send every month a tape to Kmart to
Oh,
play
yeah.
in their PA. So it would be the music, the shitty elevator music and stuff, and then the Kmart announcements in between each song about blue light specials, all that crap. Well,
I've seen Troop Beverly Hills.
I started going through them
That was a bit.
because some of the
Aisle
songs
13,
are
cookies.
there's no rights to them.
Oh,
And they're perfect for sampling
Oh, yeah.
different stuff out of them. So I started sampling. And then as I'm going through them, I start hearing the guy talk between songs. I'm like, holy shit. So I started trimming those up. Then I took them over to Lovin' Labs, cleaned them up, and then kind of copied what he's saying, but then slowly edited. And if you're paying attention, they kept getting darker and darker and darker and darker and darker until he wants the sweet release of heroin to enter his veins. But I thought it would be a funny bit for the show. But obviously it's not. The comedian doesn't think it's funny. So
all you had to say would be like, "Hey, there's a bit thing I'm going to do," and then I'd immediately be like, "Oh."
I did at the beginning.
We should just do
No,
it.
a text would be nice, man. I'm coming
Just-
in here.
I'm
just
not
do-
giving you a text
guns
for
a-
any pre-shows.
Guns a blazing.
This is what you need, Dustin. You just need to go like this and just white flag it, and then we know. Oh, it's coming in. We'll just be quiet now.
Well, that's why it
I'm
says,
here
"Hello,
bearing my
shoppers."
fucking soul.
Nope, flag in the air. Hold on.
Stop our dispensary department and preview our new
Yellow
spring
card.
assortment. Names such as Find
Great
Wonder,
fiddle player.
Sweetgrass, and
My
Willie's
podcast,
Reserve
I had the,
give
I had
you
a
the
yellow
latest
post-it
strain.
note, or I just hold up, just like, we got to pause because I got to pee.
We just walk.
That's a good. Yeah, we just walk off.
I'll just be like,
No, that's fine. Yeah,
You see me ghost
I mean,
around.
I do that too if I wanted to, but I'm trying to hold it. But like, I was just like,
Well, we haven't even got to busting yet.
No, we haven't done busting. We got a venter.
Hey, Craig's
in
got
here.
a rant.
I got a vent.
It's time to shut up and listen. It's time for busting with Dustin and Justin.
I didn't realize.
Is there a diamond in the bottom of this candle?
I don't think so. We're going to find out though. It's
Okay.
getting close.
Just wonder if it was one of those that you could get rich on.
Yeah, maybe.
I was looking at the name and I was like, oh, that looks pretty fancy. Maybe there's a diamond in there.
A blood
I
diamond.
bought it at
Verizon.
Ross, so I
Verizon.
doubt it. It's 99 cents.
So then maybe not.
Maybe
Maybe
not.
it's not a diamond.
They're
one.
matching candles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay. I got you.
All right. So you went and saw The Backrooms. I have not gotten to see it yet, but you said something interesting in our text where you're like, man, I'm going to be thinking about this for a fucking week. Is
Yeah.
it that mind fucking?
Not a week. Yeah, I mean, it took the rest of the day. My son really wanted to go see it. When I asked him to go see Mandalorian and Grogu, he's like, nah, that'll be on Disney in a couple of months, but I want to go see Backrooms.
Yeah. We tried to go see it Sunday night. We tried to see it last night. It's been sold out everywhere.
Are you familiar? We went at like 11 o'clock on 11:15, 11:30
Yeah.
at the mall. And, Sunday.
Did you
can
go
get
to
in there.
Northeast Mall to see it?
Uh-huh.
Did you just tell me it was up on like one of the top floors?
I was down low.
Have you been up there?
Uh-huh.
It looks like the back rooms. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's what my wife said. She was like, I don't want to go see it. She's already like freaked out by the back room stuff anyway. But she was like, I don't want to go see it at Northeast Mall because it looks like the back rooms. I'm like, yeah, it fucking does.
Yeah, when you get up there, in fact, a lot of people were showing, like I saw, I think it was on Reddit, like a bunch of people showing like them walking out of theaters in like the weird exit corridors or whatever, and being like, this is what I just watched on the film, and it's the same yellow.
Yes, it is. The bathrooms are what
Yeah.
trips me out. Like when you go to the bathroom up there, you're like,
This is weird.
this is weird.
That shade of yellow reminds me of just if you're somewhere for whatever reason at like a suburbia, not highfalutin suburbia church.
Yeah.
Just some church for some
Church out
fucking
there.
reason,
College Hill was like that.
You've never been to that church.
Weird canary
Someone
yellow,
died, or you're there for like a thing that you got roped into.
It's like
that shade of yellow because those bathrooms are that plus grimy.
it's like
white
nobody could
surface.
decide on a color, so they said, well, this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most unappealing color. That
Have you?
nobody
Are you
decided.
familiar with the whole thing? The whole backstory?
I mean, I've followed like this stuff on the back rooms online, and I've seen a bunch of,
Like it started as 4chan, like
Yeah.
people just liminal
fictional internet,
spaces.
fictional internet lore?
Yeah, like people were like, look at these liminal spaces. Look how weird. The very first one is yellow. Then the guy ran with it, made a short. Have you seen the short?
I haven't seen the short.
It's
no.
like 7 minutes. It's on YouTube. You can watch it. It's fantastic because that's what I watched leading into this. I was like, okay, let me see what I'm getting into.
Sure.
But yeah, it was all around the same time as like Creepypasta, and then who was that weird Nothing Man or
Slender Man?
Slender Man?
Yeah.
yeah,
Slender Man, yeah.
all that
Matt
time
was
period.
2
and
seconds
stuff.
away from saying that. I was like, this is a Matt thing.
The movie,
Played the game too.
Seen the movie.
it's an A24 movie.
Oh, see, that's the thing that draws me in the most is that it's A24.
And
I'm a huge fan of
That,
it.
All
they're
their
like
movies
a
are
record
fucked up.
they like their movies, and I'm not a big cinephile, but like when I hear it's like when people say that it's an A24 movie, it's like a record label. It's like I've never heard of this band, but they're on Equal Vision Records, and I'm like, well, they got some bands I
These
fucking
guys are on
love.
Nuclear Blast.
I think, if they're on that record label, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna listen to that band. A24, like maybe that's something Hollywood's been missing.
I had
always has the religion aspect. There's always a religious aspect somewhere in there. They wiggle it in some way.
Hey, that's where we get our stories
And
from
it's
as
always
civilization.
It's always derogatory towards the religion. So it's always like blasphemy in a kind of way. If you were a Christian and you're looking at it that way, you'd be like, man, that's completely blasphemous.
Yeah, none of that happens in this movie, but it's perfect in the A24 library. And what's awesome is all the records it broke. The youngest director to have the #1 film in
Yeah.
the country. What it's made over one weekend is
Unreal.
insane.
Unreal.
And blew the budget out of the water. Now, the night before, Susie's son and daughter-in-law went and saw it, and when they got back, I was like, what'd you think? And he's like, same thing. He's like, this is gonna stick in my head for a while. He's like, but it can't be like a Saw franchise. You can't start having the Backrooms 2 or the Backrooms 3. You just can't.
One.
It needs to be one, and it needs to stay that way. And yesterday,
Backroomier.
I was like, A24.
The front rooms.
I remember
After
A24
dark.
from like 2010 is when they got started, 2013, something there. So I went and looked through their
What, the first
The
Backrooms
A24
post?
their
films?
catalog and
A24.
stuff
Oh,
of
fuck.
what I've
Have you
seen.
watched any of them all?
Yeah.
Like Midsommar?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I went through there going, how many of these are completely fucked up? That one's top of the list.
Midsommar?
Midsommar is like that movie.
Did they do Hereditary as well?
Yes, they
Yes.
did.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I finally
Hereditary.
watched.
They did Tusk.
Tusk. Yeah.
Okay, I've seen Tusk. That was fucked up, but it was like, oh, that's a little uneasy, but all right, that's fine.
Yeah, whatever.
Like Midsommar it was fine. I finally I watched
I love cult movies.
I watched
Holy
Hereditary
shit.
and Midsommar I think last year for the first time because
Yeah.
I'm bad at watching whatever's popular because I'm like ooh, reruns of Veep. That's what I like.
Yeah.
And then I watched Hereditary. I should have watched Midsommar first because I was like, oh, that was fine, a little fucked up, but it wasn't like Hereditary literally fucked me up for a couple of days. And I know I'm like 12 years late on it, or whenever it was released.
No, you're not.
But
no.
I haven't seen a movie in so long that fucked me up like Hereditary. I made a Facebook post that summed up what I
remember
was like.
you doing
If
that,
anybody just sees me, just look off in the distance and just after a beat, just go, fuck. That's because I just watched Hereditary. And I'm like, I know I'm late to the party, but I think that summed up what a lot of people felt because I was just like, God damn, like there's no happy ending in that. Midsommar, you can at least root for, flower chick,
That movie has 3 parts. One that's hilarious as fuck, and 2 that are just morbid. The funny part is when they first get there and they all take shrooms and they all go out to the field. They're sitting on the hill, and then he's like, he jumps up. He goes, "God damn it! Everybody stop moving!" I'm like, dude, I've been there before. I know exactly what that's like. And then the part where he jumps off, the old man comes off and he doesn't quite kill himself.
Yeah.
And then they take him out.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, fuck. And then of course
Spoilers.
the ending, the bear. Yeah,
Spoilers.
spoiler alerts
Sorry.
all over this. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
If you haven't, you need to go watch them.
Every like what's like the grace period on movies? Because there's got to be a certain point, just like where you.
Well,
can,
when they come out, it's
Yeah, you got to be like.
somewhere like 2016, 2017, 2018.
I want to say what? Like we get like 7 years. Like we haven't seen it, then it's on you, kind of a thing. It's like that old Jim Gaffigan joke. Be like, hey guys, I just watched Heat. It's like Heat. It came out 6 years ago.
so have you seen Marty Supreme?
No. I just who's in it?
That's their number 1 movie to date. That's the
Is that
Timothy
Benny-
Chalamet, where he's the
Does
table
Benny
tennis
Blanco
guy.
have something to do with that? Because that guy, I don't know who he is, but he irritates the shit out of me. So
I
I think he's
don't know.
associated with something. Okay, never mind.
But that came out
No.
last year, and it grossed domestically $96 million, and Backrooms in 1 week is at $89 million.
Damn.
And that's their second. The other movie that fucked me up that they made, and I watched it at work on my own, was all the way fucked up to the very end. The end was kind of like a wet
Undertow?
fart. Civil War.
Oh yeah, yes.
It made me hate people.
Yeah.
Not Captain
Like,
America
totally
Civil
out.
War.
No.
No.
The one,
Civil War. I've watched it like probably 20 times. Of course, it's been on HBO Max lately, so it comes up.
yeah.
Kirsten Dunst in that,
Yeah.
isn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
she?
With their husband.
when it got to the end, I was like, okay, whatever. Everything that happened
Yeah.
in the
It's the way
White
they
House, but
did it
it's
from
like-
the view of the press is what fucking rocked me because I didn't expect that going in. And that's not the way they promoted it. And then we went and saw it. I went and saw that in theater, and then we saw the other one that came out, which was modern warfare. Warfare. It was just Warfare.
I haven't seen Warfare.
Warfare is fucking amazing, and
Is
it's
it?
all shot. Okay,
Is it as brutal as?
it's way worse.
Is it?
It is relentlessly worse to a point where you're like,
And it's A24?
like I know dudes that are military, like ex-military, that have watched this and said, "Man, I had to fucking leave the."
It's called Modern Warfare.
No, it's called warfare.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, I see it.
It's about this story that happens overseas, and it's a platoon that gets trapped, right?
I've seen.
They
I
get
know
trapped in this
one now.
building, and they're trying to get an exit. They're trying to get their exfil and go and leave. And
True story.
It's a true story, and all the soldiers that survived it told the director, and they shot it exactly to the T of what happened, to the gore and everything that happened. And I was just like,
That story was, or that.
holy
I remember the
fuck.
original story because they were counting their bullets,
Yes.
and we're like, well, we'll save one for myself.
Like,
It got down to that.
I don't want to put any spoiler alerts out there, but if you haven't seen it, that shit is intense. Glenda almost threw up in the theater. She was
Really?
she was like getting sick, and I was like, did you see Bring Her Back?
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, fuck. That one, ask Craig, man.
Is that a horror movie on the horror side?
It's kind of on the, it's A24 horror side.
Yeah,
But
psychological.
There's a part in it where I don't even want to talk about it. I can't talk about it. It's so fucking gnarly that I was
Let's
like,
watch a clip. No.
yeah, I mean,
Go to a clip.
yeah, you
Let's
can
go to
pull it up, and I'm gonna just do this number, take my headphones off.
And it's just the
and
kid in the
look at
wheelchair from
wall.
backing me.
Yeah,
Have you? And then we've all seen Uncut Gems.
yeah.
Tony.
I didn't realize that was an A24 movie.
Oh yeah, it was.
Uncut Gems.
Adam
I-
Sandler?
Yeah.
I love when people talk about that. They're like, the movie gave me so much anxiety. I'm like, I get, and I'm playfully ignorant, but I get how that can do that. But playfully ignorant, I'm just gonna be like, that's not happening to you, right? I get it. How you can be like, it is a very stressful movie, and to me, I'm laughing just because I'm like, he keeps making bad decisions. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
It's not funny, but it's funny how he just keeps fucking himself and shooting himself in the foot constantly.
But it also
But people, it is anxiety. I get it. It's a very high anxiety movie.
don't gamble. That's what happens.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
That's
like,
what
he's doing
fucking
it.
happens.
Are you doing things he's doing? You should probably stop that. This is a morality tale for you. But I'm like, I'm not. I'm watching it just because I'm like, he's fucking his life up constantly. He's in a trunk. Oh my god, this is great.
Didn't you ever?
Because I'm
see-
not doing anything close to this. I'm fine. I'm sitting on the couch.
I learned my lesson when I was young from 90210. When
Explain.
Luke Perry
Explain.
got in the hole with his bookie,
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
and kept gambling on the wrong things, and everything just kept
we sit
getting
here
worse
and say,
and worse.
oh yeah,
worse.
yeah, like we
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Like, did you watch it? No, I didn't.
But I know the show, and I know
heard
who Luke
it.
Perry is,
Heard about
and I
it.
can feel like a bookie. That's pretty high stakes for
What's his name that-
something's playing high schooler show. In the
What's his
90s.
name that owned the diner had to bail him out?
Oh man, if I could remember
Yeah,
the name of the
okay.
guy from Happy Days, I would have said his name, but I can't remember.
And then
Hey,
every
Fonzie.
okay, so
No, the guy who
Henry-
owned the
Henry-
restaurant.
Henry Winkler?
Arnold's.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, Arnold had.
Arnold's. So the
I'm not
highest
sharp
grossing
after a few of these.
the highest grossing A24 films worldwide is Marty Supreme one, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
one.
that was a.
That one was
That's pretty
good.
I
badass.
saw that
That's
in the
about as
theater.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Drama, which I haven't seen, that's brand new. Civil War.
Did they name a movie after a genre? That's kind
Yeah.
of. That's like there's a band called The Music.
And right now, in fifth place is Backrooms at worldwide 118 million.
And it's just
In
the first
one
one
up,
weekend.
yeah.
Yeah.
1 week. It's pretty fucking crazy. Like,
Okay.
I
yeah.
love seeing that happen.
Like Glenn and I were back and forth about like, do we go see Mandalorian or do we go see Backrooms? And I was like, I want to go see like Mandalorian's going to be on 2 weeks on Prime. We can get it then. Like, I want to see like if it comes down to a good horror movie or something intense like that, I want to see it in theaters.
Here's how popular Backrooms is. My girlfriend texted me at 6:58. She said her friend Rico's trying to get a group
Suave?
to see a 9:30 showing of Backrooms if you want to go. And I was like, I don't think I can make that. That's how popular Backrooms is getting a group text from my girlfriend to go see it with a group of people.
Yeah.
Which I that might have happened in the Marvel years or when Star Wars was
So I
relevant.
got to ask, I don't know if I want to ask that question. Does it tie it? So there was a company that was making like all these backroom clips, these little shorts that was going on where it was like slides going down into shit.
It's the same guy.
It's the same dude?
The same dude. He was making these when he was like 16 years old. Now he's 20.
So you just making the
He's
videos?
the youngest director to have
Oh, okay.
a #1 film.
I sent you something about it.
There's
today.
something about the person.
I
saw a tweet about like the first person to ever post about the back rooms and how they're just kind of like, fuck.
I never even heard of it until you guys mentioned it in our
Now,
group chat.
one of my favorite things
Because there's like, you can't watermark that, can't watermark a 4chan post. So it's like, sorry, you create an idea and now someone's going to run with it, you know.
there were, when you go see a movie like Mandalorian Grogu, I like watching the previews, see what's coming up. And I was really sad because everything was Disney films when you go see that.
Yeah.
And it made me feel bad about the future of cinema. But going to see
Now
this,
you're feeling bad about the future.
and now going to see this, we got to see the previews for the Death of Robin Hood.
Yes. Now I've seen this. I haven't seen the movie. I've seen the preview, and I was like,
And
wow, I'm fucking in. Did you watch the new series of Robin Hood?
no, I didn't.
It's really fucking good. I can't wait for next season to come out. I'm on the edge of my seat
Is Hugh
with
Jackman in it?
it. No,
Okay.
but it's really good. But the way they're telling the actual Robin Hood tale is how the original Robin Hood tale was told before it got Disneyized.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's brutal. Like it's
It is
it's
brutal.
hardcore.
Yeah, like he's
And this looks
he's not a
hardcore.
good guy.
No.
Yeah.
He's a bad motherfucker.
And that's
Well, yeah,
what
he's
It's
an
kind of
outlaw.
like there's a gray area for everybody.
But
you know.
he was stealing for himself and everything.
Yeah.
Like that was
he goes through this.
Let me
really
guess, he
dark
had to give
time.
some to the poor people to not rat them out or something.
No,
You know, maybe.
it's
there's-
everything that you would think could think of.
You're telling me he's not a fox?
No,
no.
Isn't that what he was in the
And he never wore
cartoon?
tights.
no, fuck.
didn't come
What a
out of-
letdown too.
So obviously, this
seen-
movie's not about the investment app either.
I've seen the previews for The Invite.
Yes,
I'm in.
I'm in.
Olivia
Yes.
Wilde, her and her husband move into this neighborhood, and the neighbors invite them to an orgy.
Oh,
It's
wait. Okay, I don't know which way.
They have
is this-
weekly-
In Brazil, by
Is
the
this
way.
a comedy or? Uh-oh. You know,
that's a good question. I don't know if it's gonna be a comedy or not.
It sounds like it could be a comedy, a good rated R
Yeah.
comedy.
When that
with
movie
plenty
comes
of-
out,
plenty
Jesus
of
really
titties.
is going to cry blood into the ocean.
Or it's like we have an orgy and then we pick someone to kill, then we all have a blood, oath or something.
Did you?
If it's
It can
A24,
go-
it's gonna be a
Oh.
ritualistic orgy.
Oh, is this 824?
Right.
Yeah, these are all.
Oh,
the
this isn't a
A24
gutbuster
movies.
then. Never mind.
Yeah, this
It's
is gonna be.
a nut.
Did you watch any of the Ready or Nots? There's Ready or Not 1, there was Ready or Not 2 that came out here recently.
No.
If you're a gore fan, this is awesome. It's like Kill Bill kind of gore,
Okay.
right?
Awesome.
Fun.
Fun gore, but in a sense that the original movie is she marries this like Mr. Right,
Yeah.
right, and then he gets her into the room. Like they got married, they go up to the room, they're going to go down, do the party and whatnot. But what she doesn't know is the party is a game, and the game is that he's about to. He takes a deck of cards and he pulls it out in front of him. He goes, "This is a game that everybody in my family's done once they've gotten married." And he splits the deck open. And he says, "Pick a card. Whatever card you pick, when you flip it over, it's going to say the game, and that's what we got to play." And it was Ready or Not. It was hide and go seek, right? And then you find out that the entire family worships Satan and has been alive because of Satan, and they got to kill her.
Oh,
And if she
I know what you're talking
survives,
about.
if she
I've heard
survives
about
and
this,
they all
yeah.
die, the husband stays alive, and they continue on the family and have to build this new family up.
that's a lot of work.
So
I've seen the
part
ending
two,
of this movie,
Part two, what I love about it is it didn't part to us. Whereas it's another person. It picks right up where she left off. Like right at the end of that part one, you're coming in part two. Bam! Right there, right at that scene. And I was like, oh fuck, we're right back in. We're back in it. And I watched the whole fucking thing, and Glenda and I were just
Okay.
on the edge of the seat watching.
Another one that's over the top is X,
Yes,
Maxine.
Yep,
Those are all
Maxine.
A24
Yep.
movies. And what was the other one?
X was the last one.
What was the one that started it? The one where they're in the
Is that a
farmhouse.
prequel to Triple X?
That's
with Vin Diesel.
That's no, yeah, no.
I thought that one was X.
That's X, and then you're
know
right.
how
And
he
then it was
gets the
the
Then there was the story of it going back in time.
Yes, yeah, that's
That was kind
how
of
it
lame.
did. They did
but
prequels.
then Maxine was the one where she confronts her father. It's all in Hollywood. They run up the Hollywood Hills.
Yeah,
That was the end one. Yeah.
that was fucking intense. They all
Those
three
are-
were.
yeah.
I think one of the most disturbing but well played movies was. Oh God, I can't think of the fucking name of it now. Who was the? Hold on, I'll think about it. Demi Moore was in it. She played it. It was recent.
Oh, that one where her aging.
We saw
The
that.
aging, yes.
We watched that at.
Yeah.
I started watching that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't in the right. I needed to watch it. I was
Yes.
watching it at work. And I needed to sit down and watch it. So I never finished it, but I need to finish it. It looks like it's out of control.
Fucked. Because
Yeah.
then you start thinking about like all these women we see that are just Botoxing the shit out of themselves, where they look like an inflated and deflated balloon.
Yeah.
That and ozempifying. Do we have a verb for that yet? Like I'm started out ozempifying. There could be something else to make it sweeter.
I mean,
but-
just
Yeah,
the
makes
stroke
sense.
face.
stroke face.
Yeah, because
Yeah, when
that's
they get too
early.
skinny.
Early on, whatever they were using was causing you
Yep.
to lose paralysis in some of your muscles on. So people would start getting droop face, and stroke face. They figured out what it was, and it's no longer in the new stuff.
See,
But
GLP-1ing. No, that's
Yeah,
not fun.
like that's when a lot of people turn to semaglutide because it didn't have that in it.
Yeah.
and they just lose the weight.
yeah,
Living proof.
the other movie that looked good.
What
that they
happened to
previewed
diet and exercise?
Was
Asianness, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
Prime Time, the Chris Hansen story and how he starts going into the
Oh,
I haven't
world
seen that.
of. It's
I
coming.
know
out,
about that. Yeah, yeah.
but it looks good.
I haven't seen
Tracking
a preview for it.
Predators.
But I
I've heard
didn't
about it.
know A24 was the studio that took care of Euphoria,
Oh, did they?
I didn't know that either.
and that ended this week. I'm way behind.
I never
on it.
watched it, but I like seeing people shit on this. Like, what was the point of this last season? It was about high schoolers, and now they're just in this weird, wacky thing that it. I think someone was joking. They said it ended in a way of like Game of Thrones and The Boys, where it was just kind of like, what was the fucking point?
I
of
haven't
this
finished The
ending?
Boys yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Oh, you
I'm
have
kinda
it? Okay,
scared.
No
It's-
spoilers.
I'm kind of scared.
It's
I
that's
might
what I keep
be
hearing is
I
like,
might
eh.
be influenced by just I've watched so many hours of people picking apart like Last Jedi and this episode 7, 8, 9, and I love that shit. If a movie's bad or TV show is bad, I love when people just
all
dissect
over
the
it.
shit of it. They like to the point they're pointing out certain scenes and just how it doesn't make any
I
goddamn
think
sense.
we did that.
No, I know, and that's
we
Yes.
yes.
Yes. we
yes,
did.
that's
we spent
how
hours. Yelling
that's how
about that.
personal it is,
Yes.
and just kind of like fuck you
On JGTM,
But
yes,
then-
we did.
That and then I've seen some of it about The Boys. I love it post, but I've seen like videos where, because like with The Boys, each season I do this like shows like that. Some shows like a real like wow, just watched the series finale of Hacks. Love that show.
I love the
Every
show.
character's
I got like 3
great.
episodes left.
Like in that whole series, like one Jean Smart, love
Written
her.
so well.
I brought that up to my mom last night because she loves designing women, and she has HBO. I helped them set up their new TV, and I'm like, oh, you might like Hacks.
It's a little
I'm like,
different from designing women. But
I know, but it's got Jean Smart. You
Yeah.
might like it, and
seen
but
clips of it.
love that show. And I remember I love that show, so I remember what happened from the beginning. The Boys, one because like how it started and the time between seasons, like now maybe the last like 3 seasons, I'm like, I don't remember what happened last episode. I don't give a shit anymore because it's not good enough for me to care to remember. Like
once
'cause
you have a 40-foot penis that the guy walks into,
now, yeah, or
The
the
Boys?
guy with
Yeah.
the guy with the long snake penis thing, and I was just
He's
like,
whipping it around.
Yeah, well,
I'm like, guys,
once you do
like,
this and the
why?
crazy orgy thing that they were going
Well,
to,
I felt like on the
what
last
else can you do?
this last season of The Boys, like they were
Reminds me
just
of
trying
Tom
to get it
Segura's
all
Bad
the
Thoughts.
fuck out.
But the
Every lick line they could say.
the political satiring was some of
Yes.
the laziest shit I've seen. Kind of like why Colbert's off the air now, and why that shit, like political satire commentary. And I'm just like, it's so bad. Like, did you the
Which
worst
is-
thing was Stephen Colbert and how good the Colbert Report was, and how bad he was as his actual self
On the Late Show.
he should have kept the character.
And I know, like the character, and I can understand how he's like, I don't want to play this character anymore. It wasn't that much of a character. It's your name and you, but
And it
we
would
all-
have been hard doing
we
it
all
every
get
night
it.
and interviewing people regularly,
Yeah.
it would have been hard for him to keep it going.
But still, and it's like the boys with their just insanely heavy-handed, like, Trump's bad. I'm just like, I don't hear and see that enough in my life. Please put it in this show based off a comic book and just like,
Which has made Gen V completely obsolete now. It's
I know, and-
it completely wiped it off the map.
I knew that existed, and then there's like two characters
like
from
you
there
can
twice.
get on board with what was there,
yeah.
but then the boys closing just kind of shut the door.
And what's
on all
even
of it.
more insulting is
well, they
them
were
not
going to
learning.
shut Gen V anyway because of
There was rumors they were going to keep it going, and it was supposed to keep going.
two
but
of them have died in real life right now.
I don't know about that.
I know one of them did
Oh well.
in real life right after the first season, motorcycle wreck.
Oh,
And I think another one died from
must
sickness
not have
or
taken
something
the
like that.
juice to keep alive. You know.
And this is what's also insulting about the boys.
it's a really
is,
hard way to go.
Hey, your fictional entertainment is supposed to be an escape from reality.
Yeah,
Why are you bringing in
that's the
parallels to shit? Like, also,
That's the thing.
Trump's not a superhero. He's a politician.
I used to love Kimmel.
Yeah.
Used to love Kimmel. Went to the show several times when I was out
really?
in LA doing stuff, sat in the audience stuff. I come to your show at night to escape everything that's going on because you're supposed to be funny. I don't need to listen to your monologue for 20 minutes just on the weakest and
I know it's
lamest
weak too.
Trump jokes that are just shitty. They're just horrible.
Yeah,
They're-
yeah. Like, Jimmy, I got Twitter. I get it. I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about, dude. Like,
we saw that today. Neat. Move on. Talk about,
that's what I like. The
But-
Daily Show, Colbert Report. They knew this is what you're getting. Is they're commentating on news, and that's what made it so great. Is like this is what,
Or-
and then
be creative like John Oliver is.
no, they can't do that.
No, the writer's room is horrible.
Even John Oliver, there's some podcasts that that I listen to. One it's called Blocked and Reported. I really like it. They're left leaning people. They're not conservative by any means, but they really ripped apart some John Oliver shit because they're like his research is terrible, and it's all just to create like because
Boy, he should have stand behind it like it's the best thing in the world.
And that's what I hate about like the John Oliver. I used to watch the shit out of that, but like when you're trying to the balance between facts and reporting and comedy, you're not going to be able to report all the facts because you have to add in comedy. But you also might leave out some facts to make the comedy work more, so you're not going to get the whole story. They did a thing about, and I remember watching this episode, net neutrality,
I saw
and
that.
how his reporting on that was totally fucking wrong.
I mean, that's part of
And that's
my
something
industry.
exactly.
I was like, this is awful. This is
I know,
not
and that's
right.
the thing is that's why and it's because he's British, and we're like, oh, British people smart, and then he's an excellent comedian. Like John Oliver loved him on the Daily Show, and like he can deliver. He can deliver.
That is a proven thing in the journalistic world. If you want stupid Americans to believe something, have a Brit report it to them.
Have them talk like this. No, just not. No, even Americans be like, that's a redneck.
Yeah, that's really redneck. But if you have a real Brit report something,
Yeah.
people like the percentage of people that believe it shoot through the roof.
Those guys don't even know what real biscuits and
But-
gravy tastes like. Okay.
No, they don't.
Feed them some fucking pork ribs, and they'll
Right.
be like, oh,
That's a
man,
throwback to a previous episode.
Yeah, they don't know.
They don't even know.
They don't know.
But when you have like John Oliver, like the balance between political informative political takes and comedy, especially in the TV show, it's delicate and rarely is funny or accurate. You can't. It's hard to have both and maintain that. And even worse when it comes to like a stand-up comic because you can't like live fact check them. At least John Oliver, you can watch the episode and be like, you're wrong here, 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 and here.
So bring back Arsenio Hall.
He came back once, but he was done
He's doing
within, like,
something.
2 seasons.
He's on a press tour right now.
Oh, is he?
So something's coming up.
Something's coming around the corner.
He just did
Rogan.
Rogan.
You know who's going to save all this? Byron Allen.
Jesus Christ.
You know what's funny? I was talking to my coworker before we left the office. We were talking about like late night. I told him like Leno wasn't for me. I was too young to understand Letterman, but Conan was the right time, right
Too
place.
young to understand Letterman. Letterman was the lowest, easiest, dumbest shit ever.
No, that was Leno. And then Letterman was like slightly, Gen
smashing
X-y.
watermelons and
but
throwing pizzas on
But to me, like
a meatball on a Christmas
his set
tree.
was a little more darkly lit than Leno, because Leno's L.A. flashy.
Yeah.
Letterman, that. But also, I didn't need to even really compare
But
them because
Conan-
Conan came along, and then I showed him Norm Macdonald's impression of Letterman.
Yeah.
And it was funny to me.
Who are best
it's kind of
friends.
funny to him. Yeah. and
Letterman and Norm are best friends.
just so I could be like, Taylor, if you ever hear me say, you got any gum? Then you'll know what I'm talking about, because, me and my buddy Marcus, when we saw that, because we loved Norm Macdonald, Saturday Night Live then, and we would just say that to each other because that's Norm's impression of David Letterman. And I knew my buddy Taylor wouldn't understand. He probably hadn't seen any Letterman, but I'm like, no, this is funny. Trust me, it's funny. And then whoever they had playing Paul Schaefer is just like, yeah, dumb.
Yeah.
And then at one part it just cut to Tracy Morgan just
Fupkin.
playing a producer. He's just like,
Palmer
and it just edits right back, and that was funny as shit.
Did y'all ever watch the Norm Show on Netflix?
Yeah, Maury Metcalf was on there.
Yeah.
I wish it was on a streaming service. It might be on Tubi. Tubi has everything, and it's great.
I think it's still on Netflix. It's the one
is
he
it?
did for Netflix. It's only like
Oh, no.
12 episodes.
No, I thought you were talking about the show in the 90s. Or is this-
No. This is the one he did right before he died.
Oh.
Like he did the
Or is it
weird
like a talk
stand-up
show?
thing, but it was literally a talk show. Him and Letterman put it together
I remember
because it's a
seeing
worldwide
YouTube
pants
clips.
thing. It's on Netflix.
You wear like a hoodie most of the time?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
I've
it's the
seen
one
clips
where
of-
he's talking to what's her name from E.T.
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore, and they're going back and forth, and all of a sudden he's like, "So what's it like to do a lot of meth?"
Is that the same
It
show where he
was
has
so great. And then like he had Letterman on, and Letterman's like, "Who gave you money to do this?" Like it's just shitting
You
on
did.
the entire show.
Is that
And
the
it's a
same
worldwide
show
dance
where
thing.
he had the customer service reports? Like Spirit Airlines has a really bad report. Who had the worst report about customer service? 9/11 Airlines. It's like, is that the same show?
It's all his weird
Yeah.
comedy that is
Only
fantastic.
he can deliver.
Only he. The
And that-
roast he did where he reads the newspaper the whole time, and he got there like it was 1940s.
Oh, that because he got it was about Cloris Leachman, I think, was who they were roasting.
No,
she was at least
on it. I think it's the Will Shatner one.
No, I think it was Bob Saget.
Oh, Bob Saget.
Because she
Yeah,
was
it
on
Bob
there. He's
Saget,
just
yeah.
like, because he got a joke book from the 40s and just basically just took jokes from there to roast, because everyone's just punching deep and cutting hard as they can. And he goes up there.
It's
He's like,
so
Cloris
good.
Leachman's here. They say she's over the hill, not in the car she drives. It just leaves so.
She was hilarious on Raising
And
Hope.
like-
John Stamos, good friend of Bob Saget, is like, someone's like, ladies and gentlemen, this man is for the birds.
Jeez.
And it's so bad, but everybody that got it is dying
the
laughing.
dais is dying
They
laughing.
Love it. But the
And
crowd is
I
like,
was laughing
what the-
my ass
I
off
was
at
laughing
home.
my ass off watching it live. It was so good.
Yeah.
But you got to understand Norm too. Like,
Yeah,
that's
and-
one of the things that
And then his I need to watch some of his clips from Conan.
it's
like
on
the
Netflix
mob.
still. Norm Macdonald has a show.
Yeah, I saw the light on.
E-I-E-I-O.
So that's it. Norm Macdonald has a show. It's still on Netflix. It came out in 2018.
Okay. No, I was thinking of
I'll
his
check that
sitcom
out.
he had in the 90s.
That one was.
The Wiener Dog.
That's the one that was on regular TV though.
Yeah, it was on
Right.
ABC.
Yeah, and he had the network coming down on him pretty hard on.
You know, he wrote on
Yeah,
Roseanne.
did that. Yeah.
Do you remember the bit about
saw his name pop up a few times.
So
That's weird.
in
There's
the
a pigeon
in 30
from
Rock, they reference
Tyson.
this thing. There's a couple of
Mysteries.
times, so the character says, "Who Jackie?" And like 2-3 times in 30 Rock. And because I know it, it's funny to me. Norm Macdonald's talking about writing on Roseanne, and then when the writer's there, he's just like, "How about we have a story where like Roseanne has like a twin sister, and like Dan thinks that's Roseanne, and he like kisses her or something." And everyone's just like, "Well, I mean, we already have Jackie, who's Roseanne's sister." And then one of the writers goes, "Who Jackie?" It's just like you're writing on the show and you don't know one
who
of the
the
main
cast is.
one of the main characters. So, and it was great, and that got made it into 30 Rock.
You wanted to bring up a gentleman that posted about the last comment from Shannon about AI.
Yeah, I did. So we had I asked more people to do this. We need to have more people do this.
Yeah.
Cut up our show. I guess this is
It's a stitch on
a thing you can do on TikTok.
TikTok. Yep.
You TikTok pros can do it. That TikTok's for the birds.
It's over. It's not over the hill though. God.
I just flew in, and boy, my arms are tired.
Jeez.
That was the whole. It's so gold. It's so gold. Anyway, yeah, and it's cool that people are doing this, and it got me thinking. In the now 19 plus, we have the 2 test shows, but 19 weeks. I think we've hit AI on almost every episode.
Yep.
Talking about it in different ways with our guests. Is there any fear of AI hitting comedy?
I don't care.
Yeah.
What do you
but
mean?
I
Like,
don't, I don't think there would be.
I mean, the show. What do you mean, like writing? Like,
I mean, it might
stand
help
up
write
or like
joke,
comedy in
doing
general.
stand up. I don't think it might help you write
I bet.
jokes.
I bet
right?
there are some comics that put in a bit, like go to like ChatGPT, make this funny for me because they're just bereft of any originality or soul.
I could see that. A bunch of
Now,
hacks doing
the
that.
show, The Comeback. Have you seen that?
Huh.
With Lisa Kudrow. There's 3 seasons, but the first season's like 2005. Second one's in 2014. They just had a third one. So she plays a TV actress.
Yeah.
And has a documentary crew. It's called The Comeback. So the last season, she gets a sitcom, and it turns out that there's no writers. That's just written by AI. But this is all. They also bring in the writer's strike, and so she's got to be like, well, she wants to work. And this is a hard time for, writer strike, AI. There's a hard time in Hollywood in general, but she also wants to be pro actor. But she works on the show that writes it AI. So, and they're like, we don't care that people watch this show. They just want to put it on the background.
Do you know the guy that
I've met him
trimmed this
before,
up?
yeah.
You have? I mean, do you have
Jeff
like
Martin.
a relationship or anything, or
I
have
mean,
y'all done shows or anything?
we're just acquaintances. We're buds.
Before I rip him apart,
he's
I
a
mean,
fan.
Please.
I'm not going to rip you apart. No, it just made me think. Like, I think there's a lot of fear with musicians and AI right now that me and Craig possibly being photographers have had to deal with for years.
Sure.
And it's interesting seeing it hit the music community and everybody freak out. I think we're at a time right now where it's so top of mind that it's soon going to disappear.
I think
It's
you're
gonna
right.
it's gonna die down. Now, where AI in with musicians is going to be fantastic is plugins,
Plugins, yes. Pedals,
DAWs.
right.
And we already have a bunch of that.
Yeah, that's cool.
That stuff's been around
side's
forever.
cool.
And I get what he's saying.
Yeah.
The creative aspect of it, you can't, him coming out and saying, you're not a musician if you're using this. I get that, you know. But one of the things you've always said is that it's not going to peak because it doesn't have a heart.
Right. It has no soul.
It has no soul.
It can only use ideas from what we've already put out.
Yeah.
So if we stop, it stops.
Exactly.
Now, but we had a long conversation on the thread going back and forth, and what he's saying is that these musicians that are going in and they're typing up, just like we talked about on the last show, typing shit up on Suno and making a song out of it, right? And then they take that song, they put it over as a track, and then they do another one, and they release an album, and then they're putting it out through, TuneCore or whatever is letting them do it, and they're releasing it as an album, and they're saying, I'm an artist now. And then they're trying to fit in with artist. It's like, you chat GBT the lyrics, number one. You didn't think of shit. You put it in a Suno, said, make this a song, gave it a topic, and it did. But if you put him on stage, you wouldn't know how to turn on a Boss tuner.
And I think this is something that will a lot of people that are doing this are going to get found out really quick.
Sure.
A lot of companies are already going to their filter through.
Totally.
From the photography world aspect, there's a whole trend right now of people saying they're at Coachella shooting it, and they're taking pictures of their fucking TV.
Oh, yeah.
And they're posting them, and they're sharing them like, look, I'm at Coachella shooting.
Ridiculous.
And there's the other aspect of people actually building photos out in AI.
Yep.
And saying that, You know, I'm a photographer. Look what I can do. Forza, the video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
That fun
Xbox,
game, yeah.
on PS3. They just released Horizon. The photography aspect, when you go into photo mode, is absolutely incredible. And there are people passing off photos from the game saying that this is their automotive work.
It's exactly the same thing that we're talking about.
That's just
It's-
plagiarism.
What
That's
you're
not
saying,
AI.
well, that's how we feel about it. Like it's plagiarism
Yeah.
to artists that have spent their entire lives dedicated to the instrument they play and the music and the writing, etc.
Yeah.
You know, I've been doing this since I was 6 years old. I'm 44. There's no stopping now. What am I going to do? Fucking go work at 7-Eleven? You know what I mean? Like I'm going to do this till I can't play and I can't sing. And then I'm going to still work in entertainment somehow because it's all I've ever known. But then some asshole comes along and fucking claims to be an artist and is trying to book shows out of it. Well, he gets found out really quick. The stream world doesn't make any sense. I mean, the streams, we're not getting dick from streams. You're getting a fraction of a cent on streams. But
Yeah.
these dudes are becoming what I like to call TikTok famous. So they're releasing these songs out on TikTok, which blows my mind. Another thing that blows my mind, and I'll bring this up, that TikTok, you could be your own band. You could do Spectacle, and you can have a TikTok, and you can release Spectacle through whatever distribution you release it through, and you own it, and you own the label, and you're publishing, you own it all. And then you make a video to promote your band at a show coming up down the street, and you put your song on it, and TikTok takes it and mutes it because you don't own it, they say. And you're like, well,
You have to prove it, and it's a complete pain in the ass.
it's a complete pain in the ass.
It takes weeks to do.
Or like TuneCore, where they say they're going to send it to TikTok so that they know that it is you, and you're going to put your artist number in and blah blah. And
The time frame on that takes forever
too. Right?
Yeah.
It took 2 years to get any of my shit on there, and then it's like now, like 43, I think might be on there now, but it's only because, and this is what I don't get. Other people have posted it, made it a video with the songs, and then it's okay. So now it's in the bank. But when I do it, it's not okay.
It's weird that way.
So take the AI douchebag that's fucking putting out fake songs, and people relate to music. I get it, man. That's the universal language is music, and people that don't know anything about the business, sure, they're listening to a song. And go, man, I like that. I don't know what's going on. I just like it. That's cool. That's great. That we want you to love music. No one's saying don't love music. We're just saying don't buy into the bullshit. You know, like if somebody had never performed comedy and then decided to just, instead of putting a human being on the stage, they put up a fucking mosquito screen and projector, and it's an AI dude talking on there, leading an audience, and people are laughing, and it's all AI written jokes. You got to look at that like, what?
That's what I've always loved about stand-up comedy is, I mean, you can go chat AI your set list or your jokes,
It's
but
all
you
just-
still have to perform it as a human being. So,
It's still regurgitated jokes is what it is.
but if it still has to come out through a human being. So that's where I feel like AI is not going to, completely, fuck up comedy. Because it still has to be, whether it's great original material or the hackiest shit you've ever heard that sucks, or some awful form of crowd work, it still has to be filtered through a human being, because that's the whole point, is a human being talking to other human beings. Now, maybe not AI, but there's the TikTokification of comedy. I remember a friend of mine, Miles, he was like, I'm opening up for this comic at the Addison Improv, and it was like a Tuesday night, so it was like a one-off show. But it was like a out-of-town headliner. And I was just like, I never heard of her, but good for Miles. So I looked her up, found her TikTok. I scrolled and I scrolled and I scrolled. And all the videos I saw, none of them were her doing stand-up. It was all like fake background, her talking to herself as another character back and forth.
Right.
So barely a skit.
That's what happens.
But just
to
like a
lot.
dialogue. But I'm like, there's nothing, but she had a fuck ton of followers. But I'm like, there's no clips of her doing stand-up. You find any, local to popular stand-up, there's going to be clips of them doing stand-up.
Right.
like undeniable. There's the crowd, best stage lighting, could be shitty video from your phone or actual from a special.
Right.
But I'm like, how did, I guess she has enough followers, she got an agent, but there's nothing on here that even says she does stand-up comedy. It's all just, there's comedy, but it was just, but I'm like, well, she's good enough to do Addison Improv on a Tuesday night.
As you were talking, pulled up ChatGPT. Can you make me a topical stand-up comedy set that is sort of dirty that I can do on stage in under 2 minutes? I want it to be extremely funny. Getting laughs are important.
Are they?
It spit something out. How's everybody doing? Man, 2026 is exhausting. I feel like every app on my phone is trying to become my therapist. I opened Spotify the other day, and it was like, based on your recent listening habits, are you okay? No, Spotify. I'm 47 minutes deep into a playlist called Divorced Dad Grilling at Sunset. What clues did you pick up?
Yeah, delivered the right way, that could do it.
And AI is everywhere now. I asked AI to help me write a better dating profile. It said, be honest. And I was like, okay, can you write a different dating profile? AI threw AI into the AI stand-up comedy.
Sure. I mean, and that's kind of like...
Even if this was originally written, I would still hate it because it's like...
Hacky.
It's hacky. It's
cliche.
And that's one thing I'm like...
It regurgitates.
And I'm like, I feel like, okay, first of all, you're talking about like dating. Any comic goes into dating apps. Like, you really got to make a fucking left turn at some point for me to be like, oh, that was your point? Okay, that was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to talk about the weird people in dating apps? Cool. All right. Never heard that one before.
You're getting older when foreplay becomes discussing insurance options.
What?
Nothing gets me hotter than good news. We're in the same network.
Is Flo from Progressive doing this set?
Right. The only dating line I ever heard, and I don't even remember the comedian, but it was something about how he went on this dating deal, and it was like he went to her house, or they went and met, and they went back to her house, and then he was more infatuated with the things she collects than her, and he was paying more attention to that than her, like. And
that's
good.
She
got bored, and then he was like, "Well, I guess I'm gonna go, but these things are really great." I was like, "Yes,
God.
All right, that I like."
You found this at a garage sale. That's crazy.
Where were you?
Yeah, I like that because it lets me know about this person. It's just kind of like, hey, over pussy, he might be more like, oh, this is a crazy Russian doll collection you got here, or something like.
Maybe it's a smash and grab kind of situation. Like, I smashed it. Let me grab this. I really like these capos. These are fucking epic. Take this home with me.
You got a very extensive collection of pop figures.
Have you ever seen the movie Whipped? Do you remember that movie?
About what's it called? Rollerblading. Chicks hurt each other. Is that it? No, it was Whip It. Never mind.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was thinking of too. When it was Whipped.
You never seen Whipped?
No, I guess it's Whipped.
It's about 4 dudes. One of them's married. All right. And they all meet at a coffee shop every Monday before they go to work to talk about the girls they hooked up with. And then the married guy is always talking about his life, right?
Okay.
So the 3 dudes are players, and they're out playing the game, and they're telling stories about the girl they hooked up with during the weekend. And he's like, so I'm down at the art bar, and I'm reading my book, I'm doing my thing. Girls love that. And then I start getting eyeballed by these two chicks. I think they're lesbian, but then I find out they're bi. And he's like, his partner's like, well, did you fuck them or what? He's like, fuck yeah, I did. Went back to their house, nailed both of them. He's like, well, is it any good? He goes, dude, that was so incredible. And then he's like, so, and then what? What's the punchline? He goes, when they left, they stole my fucking microwave. And then everyone's like, what do you mean? He's like, so they weren't into me. They just did it so that they could steal stuff from my house while I was passed out. They were like, would you do it again? He's like, fuck yeah. They come back, I throw them a fucking toaster. You know, so shit. You know, it was a ridiculous movie, but they all end up dating the same girl and all get in a fight about it.
Oh my God.
Classic.
We're going late.
I know.
Do you have
you got a vent there?
You got a vent in there?
Yeah. Lily set this up.
Yeah. There's a guy on the show that no one really knows. He goes straight for red and wishes we all were dead. It's Craig. Grab the mic. It's Craig. Yo, killed on sight. It's Craig.
So it's going to have to do somewhat with AI, but it also like this weekend I finally had some downtime and was watching a baseball game, and all of a sudden I see the catcher tap his hat twice, and I'm like, what's he doing? So they start challenging the umpire's call and overturn his ball to a strike. And
What?
yeah. So I don't know when they started this challenging rule, but it makes
Wait a
me
minute.
wonder.
Was it the cat? You said the catcher was patting his head?
Yep, the catcher.
Is that the signal for
Cops.
It
For the
is?
ABS, yeah.
I didn't know it was.
What was up with that?
Wait, what?
Well,
Talking about baseball reminded me to check the Rangers score. So
Oh,
I thought we were talking about baseball.
Yeah,
We
we
are
are.
talking about baseball.
So it just
It's a
immediately
signal
made
for a
me.
couple things.
You want to do another hour on baseball? I can do that.
So you're upset
I'll need one more
about
beer. ABS challenge?
Well, it
yeah, the
immediately.
ABS challenge?
It
Did you not know
immediately-
challenging happened?
No, I didn't know that happened. I haven't watched the game
That's-
this year.
It's been such a fun thing the last 2 months for baseball, month and a half.
Has that just changed this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new thing.
Yeah, it just
You got to do it quick.
Yeah.
The hitter, the catcher, or the pitcher can do it. Mostly the catchers are doing it. Sometimes the hitter. Pitchers probably got to leave it up to the catcher.
Can the manager do it?
No.
So
Okay.
so it's not. Is this
And it's
because
got to
there's-
be like within like 2 seconds.
Is this
Those are the only three that can do it.
Yeah.
That I didn't know.
No one else. But the catcher's probably the best person that knows because that's what they fucking do is catch the ball. Now the batter, can be like, but they got to tap their helmet like a couple times to signal.
Have you been out to a game yet this season with
No.
it active? I just wonder what happens in the stadium.
No,
when it-
they shut on the screen, so it happens very quick on this like whatever jumbotron they have.
Yeah.
They show it's like the box there, and they show like the ball going and where it lands, and then they'll zoom in and show you. It's like it was 0.3 inches from the strike zone, or if it hits anywhere, sometimes it just grazes just enough, and there's a little red highlight of like it's just in there, and it, like what's great is the crowd. Everybody loves it. It's great. The crowd's like, everyone's like, oh, he's challenging. It's like, oh, let's see. And it's just like, and it's just like, oh, it's just there. The crowd's just like, yeah, he struck him out or something like that. Or, oh, he got it wrong. And
so the ump doesn't have to go to a screen and talk with New York.
no.
It's all
The
just right
technology is already set up, and
Nice.
he like walks out, stops any plays, like, catcher's challenging the call of the strike zone, and then it happens within seconds.
Yeah, so Craig's,
And everybody
what's your
loves it.
take on this?
Yeah, what's your take on it, Craig?
It just immediately made me go to work mode, thinking about all the metrics that they're going to be running on this. To eventually, they won't even have umpires. They'll just have AI calling the balls and strikes for everybody.
Is it AI though, or is it just technology? Like,
I don't know how they're doing it, but I saw that,
it's like,
what you're talking about. If it just barely gets in that line, they overcall it.
yeah, this is what they do, and it's a lot of fun. Everybody.
Because you got to think about like how
Thumbs
many
up all
times
around.
of like the batter knows 100% that it was a ball. Like he knows without a doubt.
Yeah.
And then the ump fucking he's like, "What are you kidding?" And he throws him out of the game. But then they go back and look at the replay, and it's like, "Yeah, that was a ball. That was a really bad call." So now it's giving him a point to challenge.
You still can't argue balls and strikes, but you have 2 challenges for balls and strikes.
Oh, so you only get 2.
Well, if you're
Per
right,
game?
you keep it. Like you can challenge. If you're right 10 times in a row, cool. You still got 2 challenges. Like you can be wrong. Like you can be wrong twice, and then you have no more. The Rangers game yesterday, I watched the highlights today.
No more in the game?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't challenge shit. It's up to the umpires. The
They should have made it
Cardinals
2 per series.
The Cardinals lost their second challenge in the second inning, which is like that's like sucks for them. I don't think there's any because that could fuck them later on.
Yeah.
Like 8th inning. In fact, top of the 9th, Nicky Lopez, second baseman for the Rangers now, like a journeyman defense guy. He probably should have challenged the strikeout call that ended the top of the 9th. The Rangers were up 2-1 at that point, but he didn't because he wanted to save that for Jacob Latz, who was going to close out the game in the bottom of the 9th. So you got to be strategic. Like he maybe could have done that. He maybe could have knocked another run in, a little insurance run for the bottom of the 9th. But he was like, well, probably wanted to save that. Also, he's not like a premier hitter type dude.
Yeah.
So he probably saved that for the bottom of the ninth.
How do you feel about this season's City Connects?
They're fine. I don't hate them, but
I go back and forth.
I was never really a big red Rangers uniform guy.
That's why I go back and forth. I never was a big red one.
Were you ever a Fort Worth Cats fan?
I never really knew they existed.
You never looked into the history on it or anything?
Well, I know of it now.
Yeah.
But I never really was a fan when it was a thing. I grew up in Irving and I live in Arlington. So
okay. Yeah.
I got a vent.
Okay.
I'm going to add here with Craig here. So today, it may have came down yesterday afternoon, the great and honorable, awesome, kick-ass Mark Cuban put it out there that the Mavericks want to buy the property at Valley View Mall and turn that into the new arena.
I saw that.
Fuck off.
I've never been to Valley View Mall.
Do you know where it's at?
Yeah.
Do you know how much of an ass kicking it is to get there?
Yes.
Do you?
Galleria is much better.
Yeah.
It's right next to the Galleria Mall.
I'm picking
It
up
is.
what you're putting down now.
I know a bunch of people that live in that area
Yeah.
and hate driving to and from their house because of how fucking ridiculous it is.
Yeah.
And now you're going to put an arena up there and basically just cut off half the Metroplex from your fan base. I mean, everybody I've talked to today is like, I'm not fucking driving up there for a shitty Mavericks game.
Kind of like
Fuck
when
that.
Cowboys moved to Arlington.
That's not that big of a jump from Irving.
No, but it still sucks to get there.
It's 5 miles difference.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, it's not that big of a jump.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then you're talking about the Stars moving up there too?
I said the Stars are going to go to Plano.
Yeah. Fuck that. I used to cover all the professional sports teams in this town, and I have shut down the Stars and Mavericks just because of driving to Dallas.
Yeah.
Now, as a fan, I'll go, but I can't go over there for every fucking game. That's insane.
Yeah.
The other thing was covering the Allen Americans.
Right.
Fuck that.
Right.
That is an ass beating to get to, especially from over here. 2 hours. And then you start thinking, oh, they're going to have that arena like we were talking earlier. Are the concerts going to start rolling through there? They're already building that fucking venue in McKinney that Troy Aikman's behind.
I've never heard about that.
Yeah, up there off 75, right? We're
When did
75
McKinney
and
become a
121.
thing? What the fuck, McKinney?
It's been trying for years.
I've heard they're getting
McKinney's
their own
been
airport,
trying.
too.
Actually,
Yeah.
McKinney has
Yeah, big
a kind of a small comedy club there.
They had a really
I'm neutral on it. It's called the Comedy Arena.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not driving to McKinney for like it was 2 shows in one night. This guy that was headlining, he actually went to college with my girlfriend, and he asked me. I don't think we had met, but he knew I was a comic. His name's Quincy. Forgot his last name.
Carter.
No,
Jones.
Shut up.
He's dead.
He was in the background. He's done some acting. He was in the background of a couple episodes of Community. Anyways, that was the only time.
So, like, seriously, everything is moving that direction.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the new is it Plano? I think is where it is. The new venue they put in out there that's all seating and
That's the McKinney one I'm talking about that Troy Aikman's behind.
okay. It's
Yeah,
open
it's a
now.
copy of the one they built in Colorado. It's all high end. They have like fucking fireplaces
everywhere.
and pits and
Yeah, right.
everything.
Yep, yep.
Now the thing is, that's going to be from the way they're looking. There's going to be a bunch of country artists playing that. The only thing I can hope for is that if they keep for band wise and for us photography wise with live music, is that they're pushing these venues far enough out for proximity clause.
Well, there's another big reason that venues are getting pushed way out.
Because that's where people are going.
Because, well, one, they're like, okay, let's take the country scene for
Because the
example.
Frisco Muslim population, is that what you're getting at?
Jesus.
They love country music.
No, but I'm just saying, like, Billy Bob's like has like a big,
And getting
huge
fucked
radius
up.
clause.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, if you're going to play here, we're going to pay you this amount, and you're going to do this in ticket sales. You're not going to play anywhere else. We own you, right? And so, I get it. They're trying to fill a 9,000 capacity venue now. Like, it's big. They've expanded. It's huge. I get it. But that sucks for everybody else because some people don't like going to fucking Billy Bob's. They want to go see that band somewhere else. You know what I mean? And so a venue like that going in McKinney, okay, all right. Am I going to leave Fort Worth? Am I going to leave a block away from here to go to McKinney? Going to have to be a really good artist. You know what I mean? It's going to have to be a really good artist. I'm not going to go see,
We're already seeing a lot of the proximity clause falling for like bands that'll seat, let's say 12 to 2,000.
Yeah.
Between Tannehill's and
Echo Lounge.
Echo Lounge.
Yeah, right.
Like bands
about the
will
same
play,
size,
They're
I'd assume?
about sorta.
Yeah.
But you'll see a band play one night. Periphery did that.
What's
What's
sad
yeah.
about those Tannehills, and I'd love to get Joey Christopher to come in here because he worked there for so long. Like he was the one to put in the system, etc.
Okay.
Right. The thing that sucks is like they're basically getting a list of bands that are not playing Billy Bob's, but that could
Like Coheed. They're playing there soon.
like they're going to play
Between the
Tannehills,
Buried and Me.
right? Like who are you not
Next
interested
week.
in? So we can
Yeah.
book them over here. Which is I get that they're trying to work with them. I mean that's cool.
On the
Still
countryside,
blows.
I can see that.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
all the way across the map from fucking
But metal's not going to play Billy Bob's,
correct, but they could Tannehills.
and they are playing Tannehills. That's
There
what
it
I'm
is.
saying.
That's
Paul Wall did.
That's the divide.
Yeah, they're playing. Well, that was a whole thing too.
No, it
Billy
wasn't.
But
Bob's
yeah,
wants
but-
to keep
I
that,
just
but
heard of
that venue up there is polished to where it could do anything.
But you start putting next week between the Buried and Me and Billy Bob's, and you're gonna empty out the normal people that come up there to see shows. They're gonna be like,
I'd go.
Right, they're not going to buy.
I'd
Well,
go
and the other
too.
thing too, man, you got to think about this too. Is like all venues as a whole.
Yeah.
Like if you don't offer food these days, you're screwed. You know what I mean? Like you're done. There's one topic I want to bring up before we close the show out because I'm really interested, especially with you two. Well, and Craig, all of you. I want to hear what your thoughts are on it. But I'll get to that in a minute. But alcohol sales are at an all-time low for bars.
Yeah.
I'm trying over here drinking
Yeah.
these free beers.
You're not keeping up with the drummer from Methinks. You're at 3, and I'm proud of you. But they're not seeing the liquor sales. They're not seeing this generation that's coming in. 21 to 28. They're not going out and drinking. They just want to go see the show and they want to go dance. They're coming in mollied up before they even get there.
and we've talked about that.
Yeah, right. So the venues have to serve food, and so I see that's doing is that they're creating a dining experience with concert and a pit where you can stand. There'll be standing room only. So they're giving it options. It's just really classy looking.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Some places
are
are-
we going to see Metallica there? Probably not.
Some
It's
places
too
are
small
doing
for 'em.
THC drinks
Mastodon?
too.
Probably not.
No, too small.
Too small.
But the big thing about this rant is you're moving one of the big three out into the middle of nowhere.
Sure. Yeah.
Who cares about the concert aspect? You're moving the Mavericks up there. The Stars are already threatening to go up to Plano or Frisco. Fuck that. That's just ridiculous. You're cutting off half of your fan base here in the Metroplex. That won't. I mean, you'll probably pick up more. They probably just don't care. And we know the Adelsons don't give a fuck about Dallas at
Right.
all.
Totally.
They want to tear the whole thing apart. They already are.
Right.
I mean, look at everybody that's moved out of downtown because of shit they've said.
Yep.
So,
Well-
including the company I work for that's moving out of there.
I don't think there'll be a Deep Ellum in 10 years.
I'm not
At
talking
this
about
rate.
Deep Ellum. I'm talking about
just
inside.
A part of that, the Arts District, I think, will be gone and turned into something new, like what they're trying to do with that bullshit overpass that has the park on top of it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that's what they're wanting to do to Deep Ellum, but I think I just hate it, dude. I'm just like, why are you doing this?
I think there's a whole bunch of shit behind Deep Ellum that is a long topic because having gone down there ever since I was a kid,
Yep.
having worked on that side of town for all the papers,
Yep.
shot for all the papers and everything on that side of town, hearing some of the stories of what's going on. There's a reason they kicked all the they shut down and kicked out all the car washes that kids were hanging out of in Oak Cliff
Yeah.
and filtered them to Ellum. And it's
Correct.
part of that.
Right.
They don't want the violence to stop down there. They want the violence to keep going. They want people to get hurt so they can shut down Deep Ellum.
Were you guys ever grunge fans or just strictly metal always?
I was grunge fans.
I
was.
was Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains.
I'm wide
Soundgarden
open. Yeah,
shit.
I mean, I saw.
What are your thoughts on this new genre coming through that is on fire in its genre?
We talked about this last week.
Grungery. They finally put a label on it, and now they got metal tree.
What?
I can't really
You gotta give me-
say that I've consciously listened to either one of those
What
genres.
are some examples of people playing this
Can't really
so-called
say.
new?
They sound like a grunge. It sounds like Nirvana, but it's got a country singer.
I'd have to
Yeah,
hear
it's
it.
lame. It's lame as shit.
I'd have to
Everybody's
hear it
doing
so I
this.
can hear how lame it is because I am
Yeah.
not
Thanks
excited
for
about
catching
it.
up from 40 fucking years ago to a genre that's already
Right.
blown you out of the water.
Right.
You're not going to change anything. You're not doing what
I don't think
grunge did.
I don't think they're trying to change anything. I think it's just the new generation that's coming up. They don't know any better.
At least it's better than My Tractor's Fucking Sexy
God.
I agree
and
with that.
stupid writing like
I
that.
agree totally. Yeah.
That shit.
That bullshit. I hated that.
All that stupid generic.
They want to
bullshit
hear
writing.
they're getting sold shit like that, but like seeing the kids mosh to Crowbar, they're going back in time to find shit that some people are going back in time and combining things that should never be combined, or like the kids are finding sweet Crowbar sludge metal riffs.
You know how I kind of
And-
looked at it, dude? It was like, okay, we talked about this before. It was like the rappers that were sampling old school hits, and then they were doing rap over it. It's kind of what I think about
You mean
grungery.
the birth of hip hop?
Right. Well, what I think is like grungery. They're taking, grungy guitars with, maces and fenders and whatnot, and they're fucking holding them down to their knees, and they sound good. Turn the vocal off. It sounds awesome.
Well,
You're
that's
just
the
like,
thing.
dude,
What are you
yes,
singing
I'm in.
about? What are they singing about?
They're not singing about country roads and solo.
What's the
cuts.
subject?
I don't know. We can look up some lyrics. I can bring that up.
Yeah, I'd like to
next
see
time.
that. Whatever their subject is, because that'd be interesting.
Some of it's
How close
about,
it matches.
Like
Get a
it's
trustees
it's
on
about
this.
Politics, heartbreak, loss. Like it's pretty depressing when you read the lyrics out. You're like, oh,
Because
fuck.
you're also talking about two different genres of music that lean two different directions.
Completely.
Country normally leans right. Grunge would have been more left.
So the way it's
where are they going?
I'm understanding it from what I'm hearing, and it's just the sound of the voice is
Is what it is?
this country vibe, but the vocals and the music are all grunge.
So you have a redneck singing rock.
Pretty much, it's kind of like when Cross Canadian came out. They were
It's more-
rednecks singing classic rock.
Stealing of genres. I mean, that's all
That's
it is.
what it is.
They got done stealing from pop.
Yeah.
They went through this little spit of stealing from rap. So now
Yeah.
it's still from grunge. I won't appreciate it until these artists are standing on stage in dresses singing Rape Me. Okay? That's when I'll get on board.
And you heard it here first on Panther City. Next week, if we see that, we want 10% right here. Right.
So the country metal is like that band we've talked about a few times.
Fox and Veed.
No, you know him around here. It's that dude's name and his hired guns. Genevieve and his hired guns.
Giovanni.
Giovanni. They're the band that I knew nothing about them. Saw them open up for what's his name? The big giant dude that's gotten huge.
Jelly Roll.
No, Josh
Weathers.
Walker.
Oh, Joshua Ray Walker.
Ray Walker, yeah.
I
know who he
I
is.
went to see Joshua Ray Walker, and then all of a sudden these guys jump out with 7 strings and shit, detuned, playing Metallica.
Yep.
And then went into country.
Yep.
And I was like, what the fuck is this
We
weird
played with them
shit?
this past summer.
It's weird.
Out at Shack in the Back.
They opened with Whom the Bell Tolls.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is this
And
shit?
Giovanni, did you know that on Billboard chart that they charted Billboard #1 for a month for their single that went out as Grunge Band of the Year?
Really?
Yes, in
But
2025.
It was in a weird chart, like a weird
it
name
was
chart?
Grunge Rock chart #1. You can look it up.
Huh.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
it
wasn't
that's
what
what
I'm saying
kicked
is-
it off. So the Coetzels, the Giovannis, they kicked that
Yeah.
off, and then you got all these bands follow. What's the Tyler?
But Co Wetzel, I still is is country. You know, it's still got that.
It's his kind of country, though.
Yeah,
he
it's
kind of
his
created his own ball deal there that he just said, "Fuck it, I'm going to do it this way," and everyone followed.
I was not expecting that because I'd never seen this band, knew nothing about them, about that show. You know, till that show.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Who are these guys? Open up, let's check them out." And then they came out, dropped 7-string, 6-string, or 7-string guitars, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is cool as fuck."
Like Gio, when he
was not expecting it.
when he first started, he was country. You know, he was red dirt country, and then that shift started to happen, and he just jumped on board. And then it literally went from a no-name band that, you know, just had a dedicated following that was real small to just blowing up overnight, and it took a hold of them. But they're still good dudes. They're still good guys. I'm not bashing on them.
No, I'm not either.
They
I'm
found
just
the
like,
niche
what
and they
the
stayed
fuck?
with it. Just kind of like you see TikTok, dude. Like we bring that up again. People find a niche, they stay with it because it's working. But they've worked a long time to find something that hooked people in. You know what I mean?
And it's another thing is like, you know, you got to suck me in.
Pretty hard, fast.
Heavy guitars, you make it crazy loud, but I've also got to hear some crazy lyrics. I don't want it to be you playing that shit and then being like, you know, I'm out mudding and tub
4x4s
thumping with my
and
4x4, fishing
tailgate.
for my tailgate, blah, 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 blah. You know, it can't be that bullshit. It needs to be dark. It needs to be evil.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, a lot of people bring up metal. Metal is the one genre with the most subgenres under it.
Totally.
Yeah.
More than any other form of music.
Totally.
And just because I say I like metal doesn't mean that I love black metal
Right.
or that I like tech metal
Or stoner metal. Yeah.
or, you know,
Called sludge.
there are certain types of metal where I'm just like, yeah, that's not me. Sorry.
Yeah.
I like metal, but no, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Or they say you like metal, and you're like, yeah, like Godsmack, and I'm just like, I want to stab you.
Yeah.
Oh,
die.
we're not in the right.
That guy likes Godsmack in there. He just went and shot him.
Hey,
I wanted to shoot Stone Temple Pilots. I told you that.
I know.
I always hated
Listen how stern
Godsmack.
that was, but so gentle.
I always hated that.
I told you that.
Godsmack had a song called Bad Religion, and I'm just like, that's a band's name that has like 10 albums before you made that song, asshole.
But you're named after an Alice in Chains song
They're not the most creative
and stole
people.
the symbol.
You know,
for your
apparently
son.
Yep.
Godsmack's drummer did the drums for on the first Glassjaw album.
Yeah, there is some weird
No, I didn't
stuff
know
that
that.
have happened with that band.
I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, cool. Hey,
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, so why'd you go back and make Godsmack and not like cool new metal post-hardcore shit
because
like
it's all
Glassjaw?
Sully's world, and you got to be in Sully's world to
Sully's
enjoy it.
world.
I started to set it up mic one day just by going. I was like, I got introed. I just go up there and go, I'm not the one who's so I was at the Tin Panther too.
All right, we're running late. I want to run through this real quick. We've been asked to do it, so we're just going to run through them super fast. Local events.
Go ahead.
This weekend, Friday, you got Hayes Carl at Tannehill's, White Denim at AM/FM, Yellow Card at the Pavilion, Bowling for Soup at Rollertown Beer Works, and the great Benny Benisi at the Silo. Touch me, and then you want me until I get my satisfaction.
Yeah.
I've looked up where that place is,
Satisfaction.
and a part of me is just like, is it as big as these pictures say?
I don't know.
That
I think
place
that's all.
looks. The pictures make it look massive.
I've been in there once. It's not that big.
Yeah,
It's not as big as
the
the pictures
pictures
make.
are like from the ceiling. So
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I wonder
What
if he
about
was
Thursday's
what if he
show?
was
What's Thursday's show?
Cherry Mantis, Tom Sless, and Claire Hinkle at Tulips.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Mr. Claire
Tulips,
Hinkle in there.
the same place that just had Lil Xan.
Got kinkled. Cankled.
Crinkled.
Crinkled.
I like cankled.
Crinkle by Hinkle.
That's pretty good. Saturday, My Dilemma. The Black Queen at AM/FM.
I'll be there.
Backed by 1990s 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, shit.
What was that guy's name? Right,
Danny Loner.
Loner. It's such a weird, almost
Chris
like it
Verena.
feels like an incomplete last name. Loner,
Yeah.
and I'm
Oh, I thought you were going to say Richard
The
Patrick.
Loner?
It's 'cause
Yeah.
the fucking
and
one.
Chris Penning. Chris Penning
Chris
Richard
Penn.
Delona.
The old Dillinger
and Coheed drummer.
and Cody drummer, yeah.
It's like that'll be cool.
So that show is up against Dream Deleter and Driving Slow Motion at Cicada.
wish I could be at that.
Those are the shows I'm fighting over. I can shoot both.
How often does the one in AMFM come around?
Well, that's the thing. This is the 10-year anniversary of
One of their albums.
of the first album, the only album.
Well, you don't like the others? I've listened to them on shuffle, so.
So there was a short little EP, but they're they're writing and fixing to release a whole new record.
Oh, might get some new tracks.
So I'm thinking they're going to come back through here pretty quick. Greg's not doing anything else.
I don't know. He seems like a guy that's doing what he wants and then taking an exit ramp.
He'll probably finish this tour and then go back on tour with Jerry Cantrell.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He does that. I mean, he was with Dillinger for quite a while. So.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out my life. I'm probably just going to throw a dartboard.
There you go.
You should probably throw a dart at a dartboard. Throwing a
something.
dartboard.
Barbecue sauce.
I'm going to throw a dartboard at
You need
a dart.
a much
see what
bigger
happens.
board.
But I also
Make
got to
it
figure
stay.
out which makes sense business-wise.
Oh,
So I'll figure it out. But then Heavy Mash is also happening at Division Brewing with Stone Machine Electric, Redbeard Wall, They Watch Us from the Moon, Sons of Gulliver, Mind Funeral, Bug Rug, The Infamous.
There's too many bands.
It's an all-day thing. It's
God.
Heavy Mash, man.
Joe-
It starts like at 11.
I was looking up earlier. Wouldn't be disrespectful. I wanted to bring this up. Y'all, you know what I think might be overlooked?
What?
Arlington Music Hall. I live right by there.
No, there's great shit that rolls through there.
I know. What
Stealthy.
sucks is I forget that place exists because I'll drive past Division and I'll just look to my left at the marquee and I'm driving there. I'm like, fucking Rick Springfield is in my town. God damn it!
Dude,
There's
you want to know something crazy?
Lita Ford?
Same owners.
Lita Ford,
Opened up live at Roanoke Tavern, which used to be Chop Shop,
Yeah.
and they're putting big bands up there. Look them up.
I just like John Anderson's coming through. Old
Yeah.
Seminole Wind himself.
There was someone that came just through with Lita
Oh, yeah.
Ford. I wanted to
Straight tequila night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I remember having lunch with my dad and looking up Arlington Music Hall. And I'm like, oh shit, John Anderson's coming through. And I didn't go see him. And now I did it again. I'm like, I might need to go see John
The problem
Anderson.
is tickets there are expensive as fuck.
Are they? I mean, it's
Yeah, there was a
smallish.
show I wanted to go.
It's
and it
not
was like
big and it's
$150.
seated.
I was like, oh my God.
When I saw the Rick Springfield, I was like, Rick Springfield. I was like, dude, so many like women in their late 50s are getting fingered in their car after that show.
There's a
And
lot of good
that's-
tributes.
That's the closer. Bam.
Boom.
Well, we still got more on the calendar.
Oh, keep going. Damn it. I'm going to have to switch this around.
Also
But
playing-
July 17th is Striper.
Oh, damn it. I was literally about to say that in 2 seconds. Fuck. Yeah. All right, you
go.
got it. At Arlington Music Hall. Arlington.
Let's go see some Striper. To hell with the
Beer
devil.
music venue, I guess. I respect Growl, but it's better than Growl.
Nate Bargatze, we already talked about that at Dickies.
No.
There's like 8 shows you can go
God.
see him, and it's a
Okay.
special taping.
That's what's egregious. 8 shows. That's supposed to be over like 3-4 days at a comedy club, not in a giant fucking Dickies place for comedy. Like AAC's too big for comedy.
And it-
Majestic Theater is almost too big, but it's fine.
Chappelle show was there. It was really good, but he makes it a party. He makes it a cool event. If you're bored on Saturday, go to Harley Davidson in Bedford between noon and 3, and you'll get to see Minnie Kiss.
How many? I know what you're talking about.
That is fucking hysterical.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it might be worth it.
Sidecar played a show there, and that's the one where we had they will follow your liner, your writer to the T. And I found this out beforehand, and I was joking because Johnny Cooper is small and I'm really tall, and I was like joking when I said to the guy, I was like, we'll probably need a drum riser for Johnny so that I can stand up for once and not sit down on a stool, and that we can be even height. He was like, cool, man, haha. And I thought, yeah, he laughed at it. Cool, great, whatever. This guy's got a good sense of humor. Get there, drum riser, to my right, front of the stage. No shit. I was like, dude, it had Bill Jack, the whole thing. But I've seen some weird fucking shows there, man.
Weird.
shows.
Weird
Where?
people show-
Harley Davidson.
Harley Davidson in Bedford.
Oh yeah, well, right off the highway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Highway.
Okay, I
Up
know
of
exactly what you're
183.
talking about. I just thought they sold.
They'll like
motorcycles.
have a big event every couple of months.
Yep.
And have a band
Huh.
in there, and yeah,
All right, inside, outside.
Outside.
Okay.
in the parking lot. And then
Good luck with
finally on Sunday, If you need just go grab some drinks. Head over to the Tub. I love the Tub.
Bathtub gins.
Bikini Whales will be there. If you know about the Bikini Whales, then you know.
Go support Todd Camp, good friend of mine.
The Tub is awesome. It's not talked about as much, and more bands should play there.
Should bring it
Yeah,
back.
we did an open mic there, and the people that were there, who are not the comics wanting to perform, kind of assholes. That's a lot of open mics, but still, there's a point where it's just kind of like, hey, we're trying to do a thing. Could you not just be the loudest motherfuckers in the world right now? And I get it, but I also hate it. I'm so glad I don't have to do comedy anymore. It's so great. I work at an office or I'm driving around doing shit, and I just get to go home, hang out with my lady and my cats, and go see bands.
Fucking special lady friend, man.
Well, thank you for coming in.
Do what
tonight.
I want, man.
Yeah, man, this is awesome.
We appreciate you coming over and hanging
sweet.
out.
I want to do this again.
Well, you can do that.
If you have no one else, if someone falls through.
And you're not busy.
Tuesdays generally not.
All right. We'll try to do that.
Let's do it.
Can anybody, where do they go to find your comedy?
I was about to say the same thing, but
Do the
he
promo
said
stuff.
that. I was like, I don't know if we should ask that question.
I love not doing comedy anymore. Where can they find it?
Where can they find
it? Damn it! I should.
No, it's been fun. Let's go play some disc golf.
Oh, I might. Yes, I might have some Breckenridge shirts in my car, or unless I took them out and put them in. I need to start just giving those away.
You should just throw them in here.
We'll
Fuck,
just,
I should.
So we'll do
Damn
the
it.
next, like, if you have
Here,
one, we'll
give it
just
a break.
we'll
Next
put it
time
in the
I'm
bag
here.
and be like, oh, and you get a Brian Breckenridge shirt.
Dude,
as well.
I had these.
What?
I gave them to my coworkers. I was like, because I just had them in my car, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, I need to start just giving these away.
Artists, if you're listening out there and you guys are coming on the show, if we got you booked, and if you don't, we're what is it? Panther City Rebellion at gmail.com.
We have a whole list.
And we have a list of them out there. We got to call. And we got a list over here of people I got to call.
Yeah.
But bring stickers because we'll randomly put them in the gift bags for other artists.
Or records or albums, whatever you have.
Yeah, whatever
you got
you
extra CDs you want to just a couple, whatever.
Nobody buys CDs anymore. We got a bunch of them laying around. We'll give them away for you.
Yeah.
I sold all
Vinyls. All right. Got one more.
Hey, and fuck you, Mark Cuban, for wanting to move the Mavericks to the old Valley View Mall. This is the worst decision you have ever made. Only second to the failed Mark Cuban TV show you did on a channel no one watched. What a way to exclude half the Metroplex from watching and enjoying your team. Mark, here's my ass. You can smash your big lips right up against it.